it's Shane and Kanan, so there's no telling what's going on up there.
You get a little tennis ball, those tennis balls, they'll put on the bottom of those. It's your legs.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tyler Thomas, and welcome to Senior Night for the Stilwell Indians as they are set to host the Broken Bow Savages, as the Savages have made about the 3.5, 4-hour drive north up here to James Bradley Memorial Stadium. Of course, I am joined tonight by Brad Doublehead. Brad, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful this evening, Tyler. It's great to be with you guys at home. Tyler, great to be with you as always, partner.
So we are getting set for the Senior Night festivities. They're about to kick off. Brad and I will do our best to kind of commentate that and give you some information as they go through those proceedings. It is the Fall Sports Seniors, so that includes football, cross country, softball, band, cheerleading. If I'm missing anything else, I apologize, but that's what we're looking at mainly.
And right now, 30 minutes till kickoff time, we have some wonderful weather outside right now. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s, but we do have rain forecasted for the majority of this evening, which will start out light and then turn to moderate probably by the end of this game, which Tyler and I were talking pregame, feel like that bodes well for Stilwell. And so we now have the seniors lining up on the north side of the field.
We will be starting with the senior band members, as they will be the first to be introduced here.
And prior to Senior Night festivities getting underway, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by, National Anthem, followed by a word of prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this night. We thank you for the freedom of this country, Father, where we can come and pray freely in public without persecution. We thank you also for these awesome seniors that we get to celebrate tonight. We pray that in tonight's game, Father, that you'll keep each player safe, protect each player's body and their minds, Father. We also pray that regardless of the outcome, that we'll always remember to honor and represent you, Father. Once again, we thank you for this night, but most importantly, we thank you for the gift of salvation through the blood of Jesus. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okay, so National Anthem and prayer are complete. We are set to begin this festivities of Senior Night, beginning with the senior band members, as I said previously. First will be Reagan Hargis. She is the daughter of Shamika and Steve Hargis. Reagan is a SHS band equipment manager. Her achievements include she has multiple poems published by Appley Publishing in their Rising Stars collection, 2021 and 2022 edition. And she has multiple poems in the Native Troops. Our Voices, Our Stories exhibit in the Chicago Field Museum. She is also in the National Honor Society. After graduation, Reagan's future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma to pursue a degree in psychology to become a psychiatrist. Reagan is being escorted by her parents, Shamika and Steve Hargis. Senior, Reagan Hargis. Brad, I'd like to mention that is my little cousin. So
I was wondering if there was any relationship there. All right, so the next one up is Jonah Eugene Patterson, son of Clay and Jennifer Patterson. Jonah is a 4-year member of SHS Varsity Band. His achievements include section leader of percussion, tenor player for Stilwell High School Band. After graduation, Jonah's future plans are to go to Oklahoma State University and major in mechanical engineering. Jonah is being escorted tonight by his parents, Clay and Jennifer Patterson. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Jonah Patterson.
Okay, next is Kylie Ross Murphy, daughter of Don Thompson and Ryan Thompson, and Eric and Shauna Murphy. Kylie is a 2-year member of the SHS Color Guard. Her achievements are receiving CNA last year and being a part of such a wonderful band. Also being a 3-year member of Varsity and Show Choir and a 1-year member of FCCLA. After graduation, Kylie's future plans are to go to NSU and be in the Color Guard and eventually get married and have kids. Kylie is being escorted by her mom, Dawn Thompson, and stepdad, Ryan Thompson. Senior, Kylie Ross Murphy. Or Rose, I'm sorry, Kylie Rose Murphy.
Next up, we have Olivia Scott. She is the daughter of Sheila Killer and Stacy Scott. Olivia is a 4-year member of the SHS Band. Her achievements include being an honor roll student since middle school, church pianist, 2-year member of the jazz band, 2-year member of the varsity band, and band queen. After graduation, Olivia's future plans are to go to ICTC to train to become an EMT, then move up to paramedic. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Sheila Killer. Senior, Olivia Scott.
Okay, next is Jesse Kimball, son of Tony and Amanda Kimball. Jesse is a 3-year member of the SHS Band. His achievements include being a self-taught hobby artist. After graduation, Jesse's future plans are to become a professional artist. Jesse is being escorted by his mother, Amanda Kimball. Senior, Jesse Kimball.
All right, next up, making his way to the south side of the field is Micah Smith, son of Justin and Rebecca Smith. Micah is a Stilwell High School band equipment manager. His achievements include being in show choir for 3 consecutive years. After graduation, Micah's future plans are to attend college. Micah is being escorted by his parents, Justin and Rebecca Smith. Senior, Micah Smith.
Next up is Haley Harlow, daughter of Stephanie Say. Haley is a 4-year member of the SHS cheer team. Her achievements include being the co-captain of the cheer team, being nominated twice for All-American jumps, motions, and leadership, 2022-23 weightlifting queen, and being a 4-year cheerleader at SHS. She can base stunts, and she's a flyer. After graduation, Haley's future plans are to further her education in forensic science. Haley is being escorted by her mother, Stephanie Say. Senior, Haley Dawn Harlow.
And our other senior cheerleader is Haven Eaton, daughter of Kevin and Valerie Eaton. Haven is a 4-year member of the SHS cheer team. Her achievements include being the co-captain of the cheer team, being nominated for All-American for jumps and leadership, receiving cheer queen for 2022-23, being a nominee for outstanding cheerleader for Vibe magazine, bass for 4 years and cheered for 7 years total. After graduation, Haven's future plans are to go to massage school and get her massage license. Haven is being escorted by her parents, Kevin and Valerie Eaton. Ladies and gentlemen, Haven Ray Eaton.
Okay, we move to our football seniors now. Water girl Sylvia Cochran daughter of Sharon and Gary Cochran Sr. Sylvia is a 2-year SHS football water girl. Her achievements include keeping the football team hydrated during games and practices and getting her CNA license at ICTC. After graduation, Sylvia's future plans are to go to Carl Albert for the LPN program and work towards becoming a pediatrician. Sylvia is being escorted by her uncle Gary Cochran and cousin Jarrett Eagle. Senior Sylvia Cochran.
Next up is manager Emery Sevenstar, son of Cyan Soap and Solomon Soap. Emery is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include being a 4-year member of the Cherokee Club, also being vice president, and Cherokee chief 2 years in a row. After graduation, Emery's future plans are to continue working at Sonic. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Cyan Soap. Senior Emery Sevenstar.
Next up, we have number 1, Ethan Richards, son of Jody Richards and Annetta Richards. Ethan is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include being a member of the powerlifting team, a 4-year starter for baseball, and a 3-year starter for varsity football. Ethan is also a member of the USA 2019 national football team. After graduating, Ethan's future plans are to play baseball at the college level and get an engineering degree. Ethan is being escorted by his parents, Annetta Richards and Jody Richards. Senior Ethan Richards.
Nice moment there for Ethan, who has done a lot for this program over his 4 years in high school. Next up, we have number 3, Kinley Catron, daughter of Frank and Jamie Catron. Kinley is a 1-year member of the SHS football team. Her achievements include being the first girl to score for the Stilwell High School varsity football team, being a girls' state alumni, being a winner of the Oklahoma Youth Tour, being on the superintendent's honor roll, senior class vice president, and STUCO secretary. After graduation, her future plans are to travel. Kinley is being escorted tonight by her parents, Frank and Jamie Catron.
Next up is number 6, Canaan Hayes Mink, son of Amanda Mink, grandson of Dennis Mink and Mary Sams, Luann Collins, and the late Frank and Emma Mink, Bill Collins, and Ruby Sams. Canaan is a 3-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include all-district in football as a junior, over 1,000 passing yards this season. After graduating, Canaan's future plans are to get a high-paying job as a welder to support his hunting and fishing habits. Canaan is being escorted by his mom, Amanda Mink, and his uncle, Zach Mink. Senior, Canaan Hayes Mink.
Next up, we have number 8, Antonio Wolf, son of Kevin Wolf and Monica Duncan. Antonio is a 1-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include making varsity basketball for 3 years and being a great student. After graduation, his future plans are to graduate college and become a coach. Antonio is being escorted tonight by his parents, Kevin Wolf and Monica Duncan.
Next up is number 9, Dalton Christie, son of Lisa Christie. Dalton is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include being on the honor roll several times, 2021-22 Defensive Player of the Year, member of New Life Church, awesome son and uncle, also a team player, offense and defense, and gives 110%. After graduation, Dalton's future plans are to go to college and make money. Dalton is being escorted by his mom, Lisa, and niece, Everly Christie. Senior, Dalton Christie.
As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, Dalton is not in pads this evening, so he will be out for tonight's game against Broken Bow. Next up, we have number 20, Blaine Holloway, son of Mark and Misty Holloway. Blaine is a 3-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include being a 4-year starter on the SHS baseball team and a 1-year member of the weightlifting team. After graduation, Blaine's future plans are to attend college. Blaine is being escorted by his parents, Mark and Misty Holloway.
Next up is number 22, Garland Winkler, son of Mark and Kim Winkler, grandson of Dale Winkler and Kathy Hill, great-grandson of Mary Winkler. Garland is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include 4 years of varsity football, 3 years of archery, and 2 years of SHS baseball. After graduation, Garland's future plans are to pursue college or a tech school and to leave his mark on this world. Garland is being escorted by his parents, Mark and Kim Winkler, Sr., Garland Winkler.
Next up is number 32, Jose Vihar, son of Alethea and Seve Vihar. Jose is a 1-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include making it through high school. After graduation, Jose's future plans are to graduate college and become a game warden. Jose is being escorted tonight by his parents, Alethea and Seve Vihar. Senior Jose Vihar.
Next up is number 51, Corgan Guthrie, son of Ricky and Mary Maupin and Preston Guthrie. Corgan is a 2-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include making it to 5-3 so far in football, being a part of the awesome SHS defensive line, and most importantly, making it to senior year. After graduation, Corgan's future plans are to start work in the substation and switch yard construction, enroll in the apprenticeship program at the Northwest Lineman's College, get married, and start a family. Corgan is being escorted by his parents, Senior Corgan Guthrie.
Next up, we have number 62, Kalima Ramirez, son of Amanda and Tim Ramirez. Kalima is a 1-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include making varsity basketball for 3 years. After graduation, Kalima's future plans are to go and graduate college and become a layer. Kalima is being escorted by his mom, Amanda Ramirez.
Next up is number 65, Kyler Jordan Robertson, son of Rod and Valerie Robertson. Kyler is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. After graduation, Kyler's future plans are to build a business to own and operate. Kyler is being escorted by his parents, Rod and Valerie Robertson. Senior, Kyler Robertson.
Next up, we have number 66, Bo Grimmett, son of Deidre Wolf and Rufus Grimmett. Bo is a 3-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include playing 3 years of football. After graduation, Bo's future plans are to graduate college and work in IT. Bo is being escorted tonight by his mom, Deidre Wolf, and his dad, Rufus Grimmett.
Next up is number 71, Aaron J. Bishop, son of Shorty and J.J. Bishop. Aaron is a 1-year member of the SHS football team. After graduation, Aaron's future plans are to attend NSU to become a teacher. Aaron is being escorted by his parents, Shorty and J.J. Bishop. Senior, Aaron J. Bishop.
Next up is number 72, Chayton Putnam, son of Mark Putnam. Chayton is a 2-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include being the current bench leader in the school. benching 310 pounds. After graduation, his future plans are undecided. Dylan is being escorted tonight by his mother. I'm sorry. Chayton's future plans are to attend college and become a play-by-play commentator. Not a bad plan. Chayton is being escorted by his grandmother, Darlene Putnam.
Next up is number 75, Dylan Jordan, son of Natalie Jordan and Rocky Jordan. Dylan is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include being the current bench leader in the school, benching 310 pounds. Dylan's future plans are undecided. Dylan is being escorted by his mom, Natalie Jordan, Sr., Dylan Jordan.
And next up is number 76, Dylan Kuhn, son of Jared and Michelle Rye. Kuhn is a 2-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements are being a part of the SHS defensive line, being 5-3 in football, and making it to his senior year. After graduation, his future plans are to attend college to get a degree in farm management and hopefully one day own and run his farm. Kuhn is being escorted tonight by his parents.
And last but not least, number 77, Blake Christian Crozier, son of Corey and Amanda Crozier, grandson of Charles and Cindy Crozier, also Karen and the late Bill Sellers. Blake is a 4-year member of the SHS football team. His achievements include 4 years of playing varsity football, making him one of the leaders of this team. 4 years of being on the principal's honor roll, all district honorable mention last year. He has been big skill player multiple times and offensive player of the game. This year he is getting looked at by multiple schools to play college football. After graduation, Blake's future plans are to attend college, seeking a degree to return to Stilwell to coach football and become the next radio sports animal. Yes, sir. Blake is being escorted by his parents, Corey Blake and Amanda Crozier. Senior Blake Big Dog Crozier.
And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our senior night festivities. We're going to take a short break here at James Bradley Memorial Stadium, which brings me to a recognition that we want to give a shout out to the Stilwell Ag Department students and Mr. Wayne Dowding for the construction of the new archway above the gate here at James Bradley Memorial Athletic Park. If you haven't had a chance to see it, you can go to the Stilwell High School's Facebook page. There's a picture there. Or why don't you just come on down to the game tonight? You can see it there as well. We also want to give a huge shout out to the Stilwell Utilities Department for their help in lifting and securing the archway. As I mentioned previous, we're going to take a quick break before we get into some game action here from James Bradley Memorial Stadium, so stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here from James Bradley Memorial Stadium. The home stands are currently emptying out to get ready to form the spirit line for the Stilwell Indians football team. And we are currently 5.5 minutes to kickoff. I'm joined again by my partner, Tyler Thomas. Tyler, how are you this evening, and what are you looking forward to most about this matchup with Stilwell hosting Broken Bow this evening?
Well, Brad, I'm probably joined by many around this area right now that are battling sinus issues, so bear with me tonight, folks, as I might sound weird, or even weirder, I guess I should say. But, you know, I'm looking forward to tonight, Brad. There's a lot on the line as Broken Bow, who's number 8 in Class 4A on the AP rankings. As they come into town, they make that 3.5, 4-hour drive up here. Stilwell hasn't had a meaningful game like this late into the season in a long time. This is a huge game, huge playoff implications, as Stilwell is right there in the 5th spot right now, just on the outside looking in, with Ada leading the way at 4-1, Hilldale 4-1, Poto 4-1, and Broken Bow 4-1. They're all got a considerable advantage in the points tiebreaker. So these next 2 games for Stilwell, as they play host to Broken Bow and go on the road next week to Poto, are huge. Working to Stilwell's advantage, though, is both the teams that they play in the final 2 weeks of the season, they both close out with Ada, who's currently number 1 in Class 4A4. So that works to their advantage. Brad, this Stilwell team is 5-3 on the season, 3-2 in district play, as I said, currently in that 5th spot. Stilwell secured the program's first 500 or better win, or better season since 2017 last week with that OT thriller against Medill. And if you didn't have a chance to watch that game live or joined us on the broadcast, you missed a doozy. That was a fun game. Stilwell trailed by 14 3 times that game. And I was told by Greg Stilwell earlier this week that it is the first time in program history that Stilwell trailed by 14 3 different times in a game and came back and won. So it was not only a thriller, it was a historic win for the Indians. Stilwell seeks the program's first winning season if they can get that W tonight since 2007. That is also whenever they went to the playoffs for the last time. Coach Collins is seeking the best start as a head coach at Stilwell since Sam Clappin began his first season 6-3 in 1998. Clappin would finish that season 6-4.
Yeah, and you know, Tyler, this record and the amazing success that this team has had has really been catapulted by the offense that Coach Collins has put in place. Just to kind of give you guys some numbers on the season, Stilwell's offense is averaging 27.6 points per game. Kanan Mink is 5th in Class 4A in passing yards with 1,078. He also has 9 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. He's also 8th in Class 4A in rushing yards with 654. Ethan Richards just right there behind him in 10th, Class 4A in rushing yards with 592. Dalton Christie, who, as we mentioned in pregame, will not be available tonight for the Stilwell Indians due to a leg injury he sustained last week against Medill, but he's 13th in Class 4A in receiving yards with 351. Ethan Richards is 5th in Class 4A in scoring with 80 points, 10 touchdowns, and this is crazy to even say, Tyler, 10 two-point conversions on the season.
Absolutely. And, Brad, the key thing you told me right there is the number 1 target in the passing attack is out tonight. But with that said, we got some weather moving in.
Absolutely.
It could be one of those mud bowl type games, Brad, where whoever can get their ground game going the best may control this game, control the clock, control the ball, and find themselves with the win.
Absolutely, and as many of you know, we already got approximately 4 to 5 inches of rain earlier this week, so this ground is plenty saturated. It will not take a whole lot of precipitation this evening to get this place muddy.
On the defensive side, Brad, Stilwell is giving up 34.9 points per game on the season. Dustin Noisewater leads the team in tackles with 50. 7 Indian defenders have registered a sack on this season. Noisewater has 1 interception to go with those 50 tackles, and the defense has forced 9 fumble recoveries, or has 5 fumble recoveries on the season. So not a lot of turnovers forced in the air, but they are taking advantage of when the other team puts the ball on the ground, they're getting on top of it.
Yeah, and a lot of those fumble recoveries are off of pressure that's being generated by Stilwell's front seven. Being able to get pressure on the team's quarterback, a lot of the times, Tyler, they're in the backfield before the handoff even happens. Just a quick overview of Broken Bow's season to this point. They are 6-2 on the season, 4-1 in district play. Their 2 losses on the year are to 5A number 3 McAllister by 10 and number 9 Hilldale by 24, which was just last week. That's a surprising margin of loss for Broken Bow. Now, they did beat number 6 Poto by 14.
I think also something of note in their schedule leading up to this game here with Stilwell is Medill went to Broken Bow earlier this year and only lost by 1. It was a 34-33 game. So I know you can't compare box scores all the time, especially when one game's early in the season and one's later in the season. You're not necessarily always playing the same team. But you do got to look at that and get some confidence of thinking, hey, we can go with these guys. We can stand toe-to-toe with them. Also, they have a 1-point loss on the road to Idabel, who's one of their bigger rivals. Idabel's in 2A. I think they're 6-2 on the season. But that's a pretty good confidence booster if the Indians are just looking merely at the schedule and thinking, this isn't insurmountable. We don't have Bixby rolling in here, Brad.
Right.
I don't want to discredit this team. They're a good team, but it's not like they're a juggernaut either. Stilwell's proven their worth this season.
Absolutely. And, going back to those games that are close, Tyler, and you're talking about, well, you don't want to compare box scores. Well, I understand that because the early game, you're typically still trying to get all the bugs worked out, right?
Yep.
But in the later games, too, you could be at a disadvantage because of injuries.
Yep.
So you never know what players were available and what all was clicking for each team during those games. But just a quick recap, too. Their offense is averaging 33.5 points per game, which is not a surprise. Broken Bow is known for a high-powered offense. But their defense, Tyler, is giving up an average of 24.5 points per game, so that's something to keep an eye on as the Indians' offense averages 27.6 points per game. So we do have some interesting games of note in District 4A4 real quick. Of course, tonight we have Broken Bow at Stilwell. Number 3, Poto, is on the road at Ada. And Ada still remains unranked, Tyler, and I'm not sure how that's even possible.
Yeah, they're in the 11th spot right now in that AP poll, Brad. I think they're a few votes behind the number 10 spot. But all 4 of those teams at the top of 4A4 should be in the top 10.
I agree. Number 10, Hilldale, will be at Medill tonight. That's a game to keep an eye on as well because Medill plays extremely well at home. We saw them here last week. They're a well-coached team with a lot of talent. And then, finally, something has to break for Black Diamonds or Tigers fans tonight because Sallisaw and Fort Gibson play each other. They both don't have a win on the season. So somebody's going to come out with the W tonight, unless they come to a tie, as Tyler said.
So, we mentioned earlier, Stilwell hasn't been to the playoffs since 2007. They went there under Craig Benson, the former head coach here, who spent 2 years here with the Indians. But, here's the path to playoffs. Here's the path to get there and make your name known. There's a lot of excitement for the program you can build up on. Because as we saw during senior night, there's a lot of guys leaving this team. So you need the younger generation to buy in because of what they're seeing this season. So the path to the playoffs for the Indians is, number 1, win tonight. You can do a lot of good for yourself by winning tonight. And then you need a lot of help from Ada. And it doesn't hurt if you can go down to Poto next week and just win that one too. But number 1, first things first, get the W tonight.
One of the players, Tyler, that I'm really looking for to step up tonight in the absence of Dalton Christie is Trey Chukalate. We've seen Trey be successful in that slot area, being able to make catches over the middle. I believe he has the speed to beat somebody on the outside, and that's where Dalton Christie is dangerous and an effective weapon for Stilwell, is being that outside receiver that can beat his guy in a one-on-one matchup and go and get the ball. So I'm hoping to see somebody fill that void tonight for Stilwell.
So Stilwell will be kicking off to begin this game. Broken Bow is back to receive. Broken Bow in the gold helmets, white jerseys, black pants. Stilwell in the red helmets, red jerseys, white pants. So they will be, the Savages will be starting with the ball going right to left on your screen. Kinley Catron will be kicking off for the Indians. She was the architect of that surprise onside kick that began the game last week against Medill. So here we go. The fans are rowdy. They're filed in here. It's looking good. A good crowd turnout from Broken Bow on the visitor side, and we are set to go here at James Bradley Memorial Stadium. We're waiting for the drummers that were performing at midfield to exit the end zone, and we will be set to go. We get the whistle from play from the head referee, and here we go. Kinley will be kicking off for the Indians. It is a little pooch kick right over the head of number 11 for Broken Bow. It will roll out of bounds, and the Savages, I believe, will be starting from the 35-yard line or the 30. Let's see where they walk it up to. Looks like they will be going to the
35-yard line.
Yeah, 35. So the Indian defense comes onto the field for this first possession of the game. Broken Bow. Brad, I'm not familiar with the offensive attack for them, but if I'm guessing, based on every other team we've seen this year, shotgun.
I would imagine so, Tyler. It's a rarity anymore that you see a team line up with the quarterback under center.
So number 2, Christian Brumley, will be quarterbacking for the Savages. A big kid in the backfield. They send their running back in motion. He drops back to pass. He's going to throw it deep. He has a man. It's going to be caught about the 40-yard line as the Savages quickly move into Indian territory.
And that's going to be a tackle there by number 19, Dustin Noisewater. But as Tyler said, a huge gain on the first play of the game for Broken Bow.
So Brumley set to take the snap once again. There it is. He'll hand it off up the middle. Stilwell does a good job. No gain on that one. There will be a flag.
Yeah, there's going to be some extracurriculars on number 55 from Broken Bow on number 51, Corgan Guthrie.
It will be against the Broken Bow Savages as they will walk that one off for a 15-yard loss. That'll make it second. Or was it a dead ball foul or? Waiting to see if it will be first or second down. Looks like it was during the play, so it'll be replay the down, I believe. First and 25 for the Savages as they back into their own territory.
I think they're asking for a correction. I think it might be second down here. Yep, second down. It was after the play.
Yep, so it was a dead ball foul. It is second and 25. Brad, I see this uniform combo, and I just get all kinds of Colorado Buffalo feels.
He's getting a little nostalgic on me, people.
So here we go. Brumley in the backfield all alone. He'll take the snap, low snap, but he's able to corral it. He's going to throw it over the middle. It is caught by the running back, number 21, Camden Rogers.
Speed, yeah.
And he will be tackled at about the 20-yard line for the Indians. We got a flag in the backfield. Either holding or roughing the passer. We'll see.
It'll be a personal foul against Stilwell.
Probably a roughing the passer call right there. So tack on a little bit more yardage there at the end of the run.
It should be half the distance to the goal, so the ball should be spotted at the 10-yard line.
11:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Broken Bow moving down the field fairly easily so far this first possession. Brad, right here is a good opportunity for Stilwell to move some momentum, maybe force a turnover or get a sack or, something of that nature. As it does look like Broken Bow likes to spread it out and put the ball in the air. So Brumley has running backs on each side of him as he stands in the gun. Snap there, fakes the handoff. He's going to have the man leak out in the backfield right there. Stilwell does a good job of getting a tackle around the 5.
Great tackle there by Blaine Holloway. Another flag on the play.
That is the 3rd flag of the night.
In 4 plays.
It is a holding call that will back the Savages up.
So now it'll be 1st and 20. Ball on the 20-yard line. I'm sorry, 15-yard line. 1st and 15.
Enforced from the spot of the foul, it appears. Whistle to play from the head referee.
Tyler, I agree with you on the assessment of Brumley. He's a good-sized quarterback.
So he stands in the backfield. Rogers to his left. Takes the snap. It's a low snap. He's got some pressure up the middle. He's able to evade it. He's going to throw it into the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown, Savages.
We have
flag
another
on the field,
flag,
though.
yeah.
In the area of holding, Brad. He's talking to the Broken Bow head coach, so not sure. It may not be a holding call. Personal foul against Stilwell. Touchdown counts. So if you're counting at home, that's the 3rd personal foul called this game. We've been in one of these games before, Brad, and it takes a long time to get through. So hopefully this gets corrected quickly. Flag still on the field. The referee never picked it up. He might want that in his pocket, but who knows? Maybe this is their strategy so they don't have to throw it anymore. 80 set to kick. It's a bad snap. Block kick. No good on the kick. It'll be 6-0 in favor of the Savages at the 10:41 mark in the 1st quarter.
Great job by Trey Chukalate, who was almost confused as to what was happening. I don't think he paused for a second before he continued on and ended up blocking that point after attempt. But, you know, Tyler, the play that really hurt Stilwell was on the 2nd and 25 play. We had a running back come out. Broken Bow had a running back come out of the backfield, and the linebacker drew the assignment and unfortunately wasn't able to keep up with him step for step. Got that wide open look, and a 45-yard gain later, and Broken Bow is in business. But we'll see what the Stilwell offense has. Again, minus Dalton Christie tonight. 10:41 left to go here in the 1st quarter.
All right, so the Indians are set to receive to get their first offensive possession underway here tonight. Back to receive will be senior Ethan Richards. Broken Bow getting set to kick off. Some kind of rowing the boat motion there by the kickoff team. So it's going to be a little pooch kick themselves. It'll be fielded at the, muffed. Stilwell, I believe, able to get back on it. Let's see. It is Stilwell ball. Stilwell's lucky there to get back on that after the pooch kick was muffed.
That was Cole Grimmett that got back on.
So Kanan Mink leads this offense onto the field. Him and Richards are going to look to get this thing going so they can answer the initial score there by the Savage offense. 10:39 remaining in the game, or in the 1st quarter.
And we do have some light rain starting to fall now.
It'll be interesting if heavy precipitation does move in. It will be interesting to see how it affects that Broken Bow offense. So Kanan set to take the snap. Back to him, it'll be a QB run up the middle. Not much there on the first run of the night. About a gain of 1, maybe 2.
That was a stop there by Broken Bow's quarterback.
Brad, it's hard to say something this early in the game is critical, but it would be nice to answer this Broken Bow team with your own score right here. Hand off to Richards, going to the right side, cuts it back, almost breaks a tackle, but he will be dragged down for a gain of about 3.
Gets a couple of yards there on the carry. So bring up 3rd and about 6 on the play. We'll call it 5.
So 3rd and 5 for Mink. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Martinez. Martinez is going to be hit in the backfield and no gain. Hard tackle in the backfield. So brings up a 4th down, a 4th and 5.
The punt unit comes on now for Stilwell.
Approaching the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter. So offense unable to score on their first possession. Defense will retake the field after this punt. Mink back to punt this one away. He will send it. Nice punt, end over end. Fielded about the 40-yard line. Good tackle there by Trey Chukalate. Gain of about 4 on the return.
So Broken Bow will begin their second possession of the evening on their own 44-yard line.
So Bremley will lead this offense back on the field. Big defensive possession here for the Indians as they really need to get a stop. Brumley takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking on the comeback route. Number 3 catches it, going to get tackled right at the first down marker. Be short, I believe, just short. So it'll be 2nd and inches. Number 3, Whitfield, feeling the effects of that one, I feel.
Caught big! There by
He's going to the house, folks! Interception!
And no one is going to catch him!
He read that like a nighttime book.
And that is the play you needed, Tyler, to kind of turn the momentum around in this game. After an early score by Broken Bow, your offense isn't able to get anything done. Chukalate put some numbers on the board there for you with that interception.
My goodness, you couldn't have read that one any easier if you were a preschool teacher looking at a Dr. Seuss book. Great job by Trey Chukalate to jump that route, Brad.
Great anticipation. Great understanding of what Broken Bow was trying to do on that play, Tyler.
They will be going for 2 right here, sending a player late onto the field. Richards taking the direct snap. He's going to run to the right, trying to get the corner. He's going to be close. No good. Stopped right at the line. So it will be 6-6 with 8:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Stilwell, the defense comes up big on the second play of the second possession.
And then they'll be right back at it again.
Now, Brad, what you got to be careful for and be aware of is what Broken Bow does to counter that aggressiveness. Because Broken Bow may come right back to that same set, that same look, make it look like they're going for that little screen bubble route and try to sneak something behind the defense. So I love the aggressiveness from the corners. They need to maintain their aggressiveness, but they got to be able to trust the safeties on the back end. Kenley Catron getting set to kick off for the Indians. Brad, there was a couple plays last week that just changed the whole feel of that game. Medill had a chance to kind of extend that one to a pretty comfortable lead. And Stilwell made a couple big plays, and it changed the whole tune of that game. Let's see if that interception for a touchdown does the same. Kickoff's going to be kicked to just inside the 30. Going to be returned up the middle. He's got some space. He's still on his feet into Indian territory. Tackled at about the 41-yard line.
Good return there by number 21 for Broken Bow, which was Camden Rogers.
In theory, I like the strategy of those pooch kicks, but it's always a danger if they can just find that seam. And with the type of speed Broken Bow has, that danger gets a little bit exasperated.
All right, so Broken Bow will have the ball on the Stilwell Indians' 41-yard line. 8:14 left to go in this first quarter.
Whitfield on the near side right here. He's still looking like he's feeling the effects of that last tackle on the last possession. Brumley in the backfield. Running back to his left is Rogers. It's going to be an option. Good job by Stilwell to string that one out. Be a gain of about 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, great job there by Corrigan Guthrie.
Maintain
and
the
Philpott.
assignment right there, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. So it appears it's going to be a 3-yard gain. We'll call it 2.5. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Low snap again. Pressure up the middle. Missed holding call.
Nobody stayed home for Brumley.
And he's going to get down the sideline inside the 20, inside the 15, I believe. Brad, there was a blatant hold up the middle, and the ref just did not see it. I believe it was Putnam that split that double team, and both guys had a handful on them. 7:31 remaining in the first quarter here. Savages on the move once again. Take the snap, handoff up the middle. Stilwell able to shut it down for about a 5-yard gain, it looks like.
Yeah.
7:20 remaining now. Call it 4. So there's the snap. He's going to run to the right. Design run. He's got the corner. Nope. Good job.
Didn't get the corner. That's Trey Chuka late.
The Indians corral him there for about a gain of.
We have a lost hat on the play. Looks like Philpott. No. 2 Indians with lost helmets on the play. So bring up 3rd and about 3.
So big play right here for the Indians, Brad.
Let's see if they can hold Broken Bow to a field goal attempt here.
Brumley, of course, in the gun. He's got Rogers to his right. It's going to be a low snap. Gets by him this time. He gets on it. It will be a 4th down, Brad. A big break there for the Indian defense.
You knew at some point, Tyler,
yeah,
the
that's been low all night.
Going to come back to bite you. So looks like a field goal attempt for the Broken Bow Savages here with just under 6 minutes left to go here in this first quarter.
And, you know, I think the light rain or light drizzle that we're getting makes that a little bit worse. I think you're able to handle it a little bit better in a heavy downpour rather than this lighter rain.
Absolutely.
So here's call it a 32-yard field goal try. Oh, bad snap again. They're going to get on it, and Stilwell will take over on downs at the 30-yard line, Brad.
So 2 bad snaps in a row to the misfortune of Broken Bow gives the ball back to the Stilwell Indians on their own 30-yard line.
And you could call it 3 because the extra point snap off the touchdown was also bad and allowed the blocked kick or blocked extra point. So Stilwell offense gets their turn on the field right here. This is their second possession of the night. Let's see if they can take advantage of this turnover on downs opportunity. Mink will be in the backfield. He will have Philpott to his right. Takes the snap, so drop back to pass. He's got the screen set up for Richards. Richards makes one cut. Oh, man, he almost had a nice cut back to the sideline, Brad.
Yep, but it'll be a gain of 5 there.
If he's able to make that guy miss, he's off and running. I like the play design.
Good fake with motion to the opposite side of the field, Tyler, before coming back to Richards.
I think you got to be creative tonight in how you get the ball in his hands for sure. Especially with Christie out.
Well, we talk about
Richards becomes that much more important.
And we talk about the speed for Broken Bow being an advantage, but you can also make it their disadvantage by running a lot of misdirection.
Yeah, you can neutralize them because they'll be over eager on their pursuit. So rolling to his right, he's looking to throw. He's got a guy overthrows just a bit. Hit, but no flag.
So bring up 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Ball on their own 35-yard line.
So big 3rd down here for the Indians. If they can pick this up and keep this drive alive, as we said at the beginning of the game or before it, key tonight is maintaining control of the ball, maintaining control of the clock. The one who controls the clock probably wins the game tonight. There's the snap. It's going to be a QB run. No, it's a pass. He has a man. Caught. He's running down the sidelines, folks. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Indians. What? Beautiful play design.
Awesome play design. Great job by Ethan Richards being able to sneak past the defenders, get out in front, and make that catch on the run, Tyler.
Indians take their first lead of the night as they go up 12-6 with an extra point attempt pending. They will most likely be going for 2.
And again, as you stated, misdirection. They over-pursued the initial play design, and Richards was able to sneak back on the backside and get out in an open field situation.
Collins has done a great job of neutralizing this Broken Bow speed tonight for sure. So Richards will be taking the direct snap on this 2-point conversion attempt. He will have Mink way out to his left. Chick-fil-A to his right. There's the snap. He'll be running to his left, looking for a hole. Not much there, but can he get in? Good!
Wow.
14-6, Indians on top.
Great effort there by Ethan Richards after the initial contact, which was behind the line of scrimmage, to power through, Tyler, and convert.
For a little guy, he has a lot of drive in those legs.
Absolutely.
Brad, this is my analogy of this team. Are they at the level of quality of athlete, size, Billy, all that of your top dogs in 4A? No, they don't have that kind of size. They have a lot of fight, though. And, you know, I compare this to a good golf scramble team. Because when one guy hits a bad shot, the other guy's going to step up and hit a good one.
Absolutely.
And this defense and offense have done that for the last 5 weeks. They've traded off good shots. And they've stepped up when they've had to step up. Golf fan, if you're not a golf fan, you might not understand that, but my partner here loves the game, and I know he does.
Well, in a turn of events, what looked like it could be bad news for Stilwell tonight with a quick score by Broken Bow. They've come back with 14 unanswered.
Yeah, and you gotta think what the psyche is of the Savages right now. You know, they came out and punched Stilwell in the mouth, and then they took 2 right hooks.
Is this the moment for the onside?
No, I wouldn't do it right here. You don't want to give this team a short field. I think they're a little bit different than that Medill team. There is a whistle. Will be have a whistle.
We're going to have a timeout, Stilwell.
A little confusion right there, but
so it looks like the Indians may have had 12 men on the field prior to
the timeout.
Kicking that ball off, so explains why the timeout was called by the coaching staff of the Indians.
4:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Stilwell up by 8 with that 14-6 score. Brad, as we said, the path to the playoffs is number 1, you got to win tonight. Number two, you need to win by as much as you possibly can tonight to decrease those district points that Broken Bow has accumulated with their 4-1 start to district play.
We'll give you a quick update on the scores real quick during the stoppage. Fort Gibson is currently up 14-7 on Sallisaw. Poto is up 14-0 on Ada. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We do not have a score to report from Medill and Hilldale.
So here's the kick from Kinley Catron. Little pooch kick down the middle of the field, going to be fielded. Good tackle there, just inside the 40.
A great job by Tolino Martinez to get off his block and make that tackle.
So the Savages will be starting at about the 41, 42-yard line in their own territory as they look to go try to tie this game up. Stilwell with that 8-point advantage right now. Brad, what are you looking for from the defense on this fourth possession that Broken Bow will be having?
Just be solid. If we can eliminate the big plays, not giving up the big plays, and no penalties, Tyler.
Yes. Brumley in the backfield. Rogers to his right. He's going to hand it off to Rogers. He's going to keep it. Stilwell had him dead in the rights, but he's able to slip away and get a gain of about 9. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Savages as they move into Indian territory. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Brumley in the gun. Rogers to his left. He has trips down here to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Rogers up the middle. He has a first down. Going to get a gain of about 7, maybe 6, somewhere in that area, but it is a first down. You have an Indian defender on the ground.
It's going to be number 51, Corgan Guthrie.
Injury timeout for the Indians. Adam Carter, one of the first of the staff to run onto the field to check on Guthrie. Brad, I'm going to say Adam looks like he could suit up tonight.
Those of you might remember Adam Carter in his playing days as a running back for the Stilwell Indians.
Hate to see a senior go down tonight. We pray he gets back. We do appreciate our Broken Bow Savages respecting injured player, and we thank the Broken Bow fans for making the drive here to Stilwell. We appreciate you.
You know, Broken Bow's fans do have a good turnout tonight, considering it is about a close to a 4-hour drive, Brad, and it's a windy road. It ain't like you can hop on an interstate and get there.
Yeah, and I hope next year Stilwell fans will be able to make that drive down to Broken Bow to cheer on their Indians.
Yeah. Stilwell will be on the road for their finale in the regular season next week as they will travel down to Poto. So that'll be Poto senior night. I'm sure kickoff will be somewhere around 7, maybe a little later. So you could leave Stilwell about, cut out a little early. Get out here about 4:30. Stop at Wild Horse. Get you some barbecue. And get on down to Poto for a big-time football game.
Speaking of the Pirates, Tyler, that score, 17-0, they're up on 8, is really shocking to me.
Especially after how they performed last week against Broken Bow. Broken Bow just handled them. And not even last week, but, you know, Poto's, without watching the games, they've been struggling the last couple weeks just looking at the box scores. And so it's looking like they may be getting it corrected. I wish they were coming to town this year, but I'm glad we'll get to see them here next year because they do have a kid that is a big-time recruit that even OU's looking at, so I'll be excited to watch him play.
So we're waiting on Corgan Guthrie, who is walking off with some assistance here.
Yeah, hopefully the kid's okay. Prayers up for him. Brumley will be in the backfield all alone. Trips on the near side. Now he brings number 5 in motion. Takes the snap, it's low again. Pressure up the middle. They're going to get a face mask, I believe.
Be a face mask there on number 77, Blake Crozier.
hand a little high. Personal foul face mask, so that'll be the 15-yard variety, Brad. 15 on to the end of the run.
Oh, man, I disagree with that call, Tyler. That looked incidental at best.
Yeah, it looked like a graze, but referee and the back judge, I guess, saw it differently. So Brumley will stay in the gun. He's got trips to the right. He's got 2 down here to the near side. He'll take the snap. Drops back to pass. He's throwing it deep. Overthrown in the end zone. No good. Bring up 2nd and 10. I don't see any laundry on the field, so.
Which is a surprise, considering how every play has ended almost thus far tonight. But bring up 2nd and 10, as Tyler said, from Stilwell Indians' 24-yard line on the overthrow from Brumley. And Tyler, he seems like a pretty accurate quarterback from what we've seen so far. I think Stilwell's probably going to have to start bringing a little bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, you're going to have to rattle him a little bit. It'll be a handoff up the middle. Good job by the Indians to stuff that one right there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10, Brad. Chain gang needs to get in tune with the scoreboard, as they still got the number 1 on the thing.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 11 now.
3rd and 11. There you go. So big 3rd down here for the Savages as they can look to continue this drive down 8. There's the snap. He drops back to pass. Got pressure. He's got a man. Can he get it completed? Overthrown again, Brad. 4th and 10. And what will they do as they are at the 25-yard line?
I think they're going to go for it. Offense appears to be staying out on the field, and I thought the referee missed a holding call there. I thought Antonio Wolf was getting held.
You're going to have the danger to me right here is, you know, they're looking to throw it beyond the chains, of course. But don't lose containment. Don't let Brumley get out of that pocket and make a play with his feet that costs you a 1st down. 4 receivers up to the top, Brad. 1 receiver one-on-one down here. We got a snap. He drops back to pass. He got a blitz off the corner. He slips. They're able to corral him, though, as they will get the sack, and it'll be a turnover on down.
Great job by the Indians. What a team effort there by Blake Crozier, and I believe that is Tony Wolf.
Number 4 with the corner blitz. That is Lucas Stanley, the sophomore, Brad. He's the one that really got Brumley jittery there in the pocket and allowed the big boys up front to corral him. So Stilwell will take over at the 35-yard line with 2:04 remaining in the 1st quarter, looking to add to their 8-point lead.
A great job there by the defense, forcing turnover on downs from Broken Bow.
We got trips to the near side. You got Grimmett going up top. There's the snap. It'll be a option to Richards. He's going to get a few yards out of that. Lowers his shoulder, about a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Indians. Inside 2 minutes here in this 1st quarter. It's been a slow-moving 1st quarter so far.
And as Tyler and I have mentioned, with a lot of penalties, it typically slows the game down quite a bit. Also, Broken Bow, very pass-happy offense, so a lot of stoppages there. All right, so it'll be Bink from the shotgun formation, 2nd and 7.
Drops back to pass. He's got pressure off the corner. He's going to run it. Oh, jump pass. Caught! He's going to be short of nope, he's still fighting. He'll be short, about 1 yard short of the 1st down. Dangerous throw, Brad, but he makes it work.
Great strength there by Kane and Mink to still get that ball off.
That's a lot of core strength right there.
Absolutely, and it brings up a 3rd and manageable now for the Indians. 3rd and 1, ball on their own 44-yard line.
Marine Corps, Army Corps. So here we go. 3rd and 1 for the Indians. He's Mink in the backfield. Philpott to his right. Look for the QB draw possibly right here.
Chukalate's in motion. They're going to give it to
Big
Philpott.
Philpott up the middle.
Great run
First
there by
down.
Philpott.
He said, give me some of that. Gets him to the 50-yard line. Moving to the 32nd mark here in the first quarter. Stilwell will have to run one more play.
I really feel like, Tyler, running in the interior area of the field is where we can have some success tonight against Broken Bow.
Hand off to Richards. He's going to try to kick it outside, cuts it back to the middle. Gain of about 1, maybe.
So that'll be the final play, most likely, of the first quarter.
Indians will probably change direction right here as the quarter winds down, nursing that 8-point lead, 14-6.
Coach Collins appears content to let the clock run down.
And
so
I don't blame him. You want to limit any opportunities Broken Bow can have tonight. You know, get this ball. It's 2nd and basically 10 right here. Get this ball and go take 4 more minutes to go score. Like, run that clock down. Use all of it you can. Because remember, Stilwell does get the ball at halftime. So if you can take a big advantage right here, that'd be huge.
I agree with you, Tyler. The more methodical that Stilwell can be on their offensive possessions, the better off it will serve them in the long run. So again, if you missed the announcement during the senior night festivities, we want to give a huge shout out to the Stilwell Ag Department students and Mr. Wayne Downey for the construction of the new archway above the gate here at James Bradley Memorial Athletic Park. We also want to send a special thank you to the Stilwell Utilities Department for their help in lifting and securing the archway. If you haven't had a chance to check out the new archway, there is a picture posted on Stilwell High School's Facebook page, or take a drive on down to James Bradley Memorial Athletic Park and check it out for yourself.
Stilwell takes over or doesn't take over, but we'll start the second quarter with a 2nd and 9 right inside the midfield territory on the Broken Bow territory side. It'll be a handoff to Richards. Nope, QB keeper up the middle. He's got some good yardage right there, creating a 3rd and very manageable with about 3rd and 2.
Absolutely.
A long 2 probably.
We have a Broken Bow player on the field slow to get up. It's number 88, Leland Billy.
So 3rd down here, 3rd and 3 from the Broken Bow 43. 40-yard line, the 1 to gain. Drops back to pass. Has an out route over here to Chukalate. He's able to get inside. Makes one man miss. Tackled inside the 35. It'll be a face mask.
Yeah.
Give him. We'll see if it's a 5-yard or the 15-yard variety. Hopefully it's 15 and it's tacked on to the end of the run. Fans are into it, Brad. I've always said if this program could get consistent and good, this is a football town if I've ever seen one. They love the sport and they're some of the best fans around. So it will be the 15-yard variety. It'll be tacked on to the end of the play. That will move them inside the 20 as they enter the Broken Bow red zone.
There were going to be a lot of upset Stilwell fans if that was a 5-yard variety, considering the 15-yard that Broken Bow received
Absolutely.
on the previous possession. But Stilwell will have the ball on Broken Bow's 18-yard line.
Mink in the backfield, Richards to his right. Couple receivers up top. Now they move Orange Shelley and Philpott. Be a handoff to Richards. He's going to the right, looking for a hold. Not much there. They're going to probably get a hold right here, Brad, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Little hip toss there by the Indian blocker. I think they're going to get him for a 10-yard penalty. As we await the ref's call, we do want to wish, well, here's the call. Hold on 1 second.
So it is a hold on the Indians. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which appears to be the 21-yard line. So the ball will be backed up to the 31-yard line.
So we do want to take a moment to wish good luck to Emily Cruz and Braden George as they will compete tomorrow at the cross-country state meet in Edmond, Santa Fe. So good luck to them. Bring home some hardware. Mink over to the left. Still running. Broke a couple tackles. He gets it inside the 30.
Yeah, and a little shove out of bounds. I was waiting to see if the official threw his flag, but he didn't. So
first and 23 was that play, and we'll see where that gets them to on this one. Looks like they got down to about the 28, so be 2nd and 19 is what they're giving him. Mink in the gun. Richards to his right.
Why is the clock stopped?
Ran out of bounds.
There we go.
Little screen play to Richards up the middle.
Yeah, he got hit in the face mask and no call there. So.
No call on the face mask. Inside the 25. It'll be 3rd and a long ways.
Should be about 3rd and 15 now.
So, Brad, right here you're looking you want an 8-yard, 7-yard gain minimum, giving yourself a chance to have a full array of plays at your disposal on the 4th down. Mink drops back to pass, looking. He's going to unload it. He's got a guy dropped along the sideline. It'll bring up a 4th and 16, it looks like. 10:29 remain here in the first half.
And I think you go for it.
Yeah, at this point, if you turn it over on downs, it's still the worst field position that they have started with.
Well, exactly. And if you even try to do a little pooch punt and go into the end zone, you
have a net gain of 4.
Right. So it looks like Coach Collins is going to burn his 2nd time out of the evening and design a play here for the Indians on 4th and officially 16 to go.
Looks like the Stilwell Spirit Squad is introducing the new mascot tonight, Brad, as the Bison is roaming the sidelines for the Indians. So if indeed they are going for it, Brad, what's your choice here? Something over the middle?
Something over the middle. Actually, last week we ran a play for Ethan Richards on a 2-point conversion where everyone cleared to the left side of the field. Richards snuck out, went back to the right. Some sort of misdirection like that to get Broken Bow moving in one direction. Now, the issue with that play is it's a long developing play.
Yeah.
So your line has to give Mink time to throw the ball.
Mink's over here on the sideline. Adam Carter looking at him. It's never a good sign. Coach is talking to him. Appears that they're massaging that left shoulder. It looks like they will be punting it, Brad, as Coach Collins is choosing to try to flip this field position right here. Late man running on the field for the Indians. See how Mason Dowdy can do a little pooch punt. There's a nice little, well, it will be fielded. It goes right to the big guy, who's now rumbling down the sideline, and he gets it to the...
Oh, man, and that was a hit put on him by Blake Crozier.
28-yard line for the return, so it will be a net gain of -4, Brad.
Yeah, and that was a little too soft from Dowdy on the pooch punt.
Yeah, a little too much finesse on that one.
Coach Self having a little pep talk with Dowdy after the kick.
So Brumley set to take the snap. 10-16 remaining here in the first half. Broken Bow down by 8. Snap will be a toss out to Rogers. Rogers got a nice hole. Good tackle coming out of nowhere. I think that was Holmes.
Yeah, Talon Hawk Holmes put the wood on Rogers.
Be a gain of about 5, so it'll bring 2nd and 5 up. It looks like he had a lot of territory to be running out there, and Holmes closes fast. Brumley will still have Rogers in the backfield with him. Receiver in motion.
Low snap again.
It'll be a
Handoff to
handoff up
Rogers.
the middle. He's going to have the first down. So that'll be give them a 1st and 10 as they continue to move the chains right here. The typical drive, other than that interception, has been Broken Bow having some early success, and then the defense coming up big as they get closer to the Indian territory or deeper into Indian territory. Brumley in the backfield, running back to his right. He's on
Another low
bad
snap.
He'll be up the middle, but he's able to corral it and run straight ahead. He gets a pretty good gain out of that, as it'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Ball at the midfield line. Brad, even if they were to go score, I'm loving that it's taking this much time in between plays.
Oh, I agree. So bring up 2nd and 4 now, ball on the 50-yard line.
Bad snap again. It's going to be a toss out to the right. Oh! It will be a first down run for Rogers. Number 25 was coming on a line there. That is Malachi McNack. I thought he was going to make that play.
Just mistimed it by a half second, Tyler. So bring up 1st and 10, ball on the Stilwell Indians 35-yard line for the Broken Bow Savages.
So they haven't really went to Whitfield since that comeback route they threw right before the interception. So I'm wondering whenever they're going to try to go back to him, as he was their main target early on. They're going to throw the comeback route again. Bad throw there, going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Broken Bow.
Yeah, and Whitfield still doesn't look right, Tyler, as you can see him walking back to the huddle.
That hit he took into the knee, it affected him. Now, he could be playing off pure adrenaline. We saw that last week with Dalton Christie, who's out this week with the banged-up knee. He got hurt in the game, but was still able to come back and make some really big plays for the Indians down the stretch. Brumley in the backfield. Rogers to his right. Receiver comes in motion. It'll be a handoff to QB keeper. No one there. They lost containment as everybody looked to the inside. He's still running, still on his feet. Yeah. Touchdown, Broken Bow.
And too many people, Tyler, instead of trying to get the tackle, we're trying to strip the ball.
Yeah. And the entire front 7 crashed in on the running back, and he just had a big-time lane to run through right there.
Well, Broken Bow had set that up earlier in this drive by giving the Rogers on consecutive downs multiple times. So
the defensive staff's probably going to be talking to whoever that man is that's responsible for containment right there, whether it's the defensive end or a linebacker or whoever. Somebody lost containment as they bit to the inside. Now, I know that player wouldn't be guaranteed to make the play, but you'd have a lot better chance. Brumley all alone in the backfield as they go for 2. They're looking to throw it back across the middle. It will be caught and good. So tied up at 14. There is a flag on the play. See what the call is. Legal man downfield. Stilwell will definitely be accepting the penalty as it'll back Broken Bow up. So on the screen pass there, one of the offensive linemen got too far downfield. Brad, I'm going to, Broken Bow's line has some serious size. So with that penalty, they will opt for the extra point attempt now. Both snaps on the kicking opportunities for the special teams unit have not been good. So let's see if they got it corrected right here. There's a good snap, good hold. It is up and good. So they'll make it a 14-13 game. Indians still on top.
So what Stilwell needs now is a 8-minute, 1-second drive that ends in a touchdown prior to going to halftime. But as we talked about, Tyler, there will be some things that the defensive staff will work with the players whenever they come back from the sideline as far as keeping containment the next time Broken Bow has the ball. And then the interesting thing for Stilwell coming out now on offense is what is the availability of Kanan Mink? We saw him in that last drive as Stilwell opted to punt on 4th and 16 deep in Broken Bow territory, that Mink was not available to go out on that play, which may have been the reason why Coach Collins opted to punt.
He's got helmet on, strapped up, standing right next to the head or to the coach. So I think he'll be all right. I think we'll see him back on the field. Positive is they were looking at the left shoulder. I believe he's a right-handed QB, correct?
Correct.
So it's not the throwing shoulder, even if that was the injury. Pooch kick there by the Savages. Fair catch called for. Fielded inside the 30-yard line.
Good catch there by Cole Grimmett. That's a tough catch to make, Tyler, while you're backing up.
Yeah.
Ball coming almost straight down on you. Quick update on scores around Class 4A4. Hilldale is currently leading Medill 10-0 in the second quarter. Sallisaw and Fort Gibson are tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. And Poto is up on Ada 20-0 in the second quarter.
So even that could play to Stilwell's advantage, though, as Ada would lose a lot of points in district standings, and then they got Broken Bow next week. Richards cuts it back. Richards. He's trying to get some yardage out of that. Still going. He gets about 9 on the carry.
He ran 30 to get 9. It was incredible, the effort there from Ethan Richards to going to officially give him 8. So bring up 2nd and 2 for the Indians, but an incredible effort there by Ethan Richards. Clock is ticking away, about to be under 7.5 minutes left to go in this first half.
Here's the snap. Drops back to pass. Over the middle, got Richards. It's complete. Will be a first down as he gets into Broken Bow territory. Good throw there by Mink.
Great throw and great matchup opportunity there for Ethan Richards. If you can get him on a linebacker, Tyler, I like our chances all evening long.
Yes.
So ball will be spotted just on the Broken Bow side of the 50-yard line, but under 7 minutes to go.
Mink has Richards to his left. It'll be a handoff up the middle. Richards probing, not much there on that one as he gets back to maybe the original line of scrimmage. So it will be 2nd, and they're calling it 10. So 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. We are at the 6:30 mark here in the second quarter. Mink in the backfield. He has Richards to. There's going to be a toss out to Richards going to the right. He has a hole. He busts through it.
And good patience there by Richards to wait for his blockers to get in play and pick up their assignments. That'll be a gain of about 7 on the play.
So it'll be bring up a 3rd and 3. It's a big third down play right here. Stilwell needs to get this conversion. And I definitely think you're probably in 4-down territory with this short yards to go.
I would agree, and clock is now under 6 minutes left to play, which is what you want to see if you're a Stilwell fan. Keep that clock running. Continue positive plays on offense.
They're bunching them up here on the left side.
But he's got Richards split out wide.
It's going to be a rollout for Mink. He throws it again. He has him. Oh, just overthrown, Brad. Perfect play design. Leaked Richards behind the defense again and just a bit overthrown. He needed to throw that one more toward the sideline.
Yeah, and Whitfield is furious with his fellow defensive backs on that side of the field, telling him you cannot let Richards get that wide open.
Indian defender down.
This is Mink down again, Tyler. And I believe...
Who's Chukalate next man up?
I believe it's either Chukalate or Martinez.
I guess you could, theoretically, you could do the Wildcat, just put Richards back there and go direct snap. I think you would have to incorporate that to some extent if he is indeed out for any length of time during this game.
I agree, but I don't think you can. I mean, you're basically telegraphing your offense to Broken Bow if that's all you.
Holding his ribs. I think he'll probably be okay. We're not down there to know for sure, obviously, but just looking at everybody coming off the field, there doesn't seem to be a ton of concern.
So 4th and 3.
I think I'd run my 2-point conversion play right here, Brad.
Yeah, Stilwell is going for it.
Quarterback on the field will be number
28, Juan Martinez.
He is a sophomore.
Tough play to come in for your first play of the game on a 4th and 3.
Takes the snap. It'll be a handoff. Reverse play now. Can he get there? Nope. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Chelino Martinez was the ball carrier. Unfortunately, just
cleat slipped a little bit whenever he planted. Tough break there for the Indians as Mink got hurt on that previous play and had to sit out that one. But Brad, that play once again was right there on the 3rd down play. And if he could just put that a little bit more toward the sideline, I think Richards runs underneath it and has 6. So Broken Bow will come onto the field, taking over at their own 43. It's really been about close to their average starting field position tonight. Brumley all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's looking to his left. He has the slant. It's going to be through the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. Receiver hesitated a little bit. If he doesn't hesitate, it probably hits him in the numbers, and he has a chance to split the defense and maybe take that one to the house.
He did. He also had Cash Crowley, whose head was up and ready to lay the wood on him if he completed the pass. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Savages. Ball on their own 43-yard line with 5:17 left to go.
So Rogers will move into the backfield with Brumley now. Rogers has had some pretty good success on the ground so far tonight. They're going to run the screenplay back to him.
Great job by Case and Dowdy to get the deflection.
That will be an incomplete pass. So bring up 3rd and 10.
Great job by Dowdy, Tyler, on reading that play design and backing off of his guy that he was engaged in with and deflecting that pass. PA announcer Kanan Duncan asking for the fans to make some noise here inside of James Bradley Memorial Stadium.
Big time 3rd down. They got 4 receivers here on the near side. 1-on-1 up top.
Yeah, they got Whitfield on 1-on-1 up top.
They're going to look. Nope. Yep, they are looking Whitfield's way. They have him. It's going to be short hop.
Yep.
4th down. It'll be 4th and 10, and you think they got to be punting it as they are in their own territory.
They are bringing the punt formation out on the field. So great job there. Great defensive stand by the Stilwell Indians.
5:08 remaining here in the half. Stilwell up 14-13.
So Broken Bow here in punt formation. Snap is back. Good snap this time. Kick is up, and it's a good one. Be fielded here by...
Cuts it back. He has it down the sideline. He's still going and will be tackled out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. It'll look like they'll mark him out at about the 32. So it'll be Stilwell's ball at their own 32 with 4:54 remaining.
And the rain for right now has moved out with not a lot in the way coming this way on radar. So
Mink is back on the field for the Indians. That is good news. He will take the snap and drop back to pass. He's got pressure up the middle. He rolls out to his right. Throws it down the sideline. Caught!
Great catch there by, see who that is, hauling it in, Trey Chukalate. Oh, they're saying calling it incomplete. Okay.
It looked good from way over here, but we are quite a ways away from the action on that other
And
sideline.
he may not have maintained possession as he went down to the ground, Tyler.
It's a bummer for the Indian offense as that was a good throw, a long throw by Kanan Mink to the boundary.
Would have been a great first down play had they been able to convert that.
Yeah. 4:46 remain here in the first half. Stilwell on a 2nd and 10. Drop the snap, looking to run. He gets rid of it. It will be incomplete. Good job of getting rid of the ball, though.
I agree.
Saving some yardage there.
It looks like the ball did get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10 for the Indians. I wonder if you look at the same thing you've had success with Richards for right here, but you sent somebody else deep this time. Maybe Chick-fil-A. There's the snap. He drops back to pass.
Cole Grimmett's way.
He's got the comeback route. Caught along the sideline. First down, Indians.
Great job by Cole Grimmett.
Little toe tap along the sidelines. About somewhere in between the 44 and the 45.
Great play design, and Kanan Mink and Cole Grimmett were in sync on that play. And as we mentioned for you
Running that clock.
folks at home, Dalton Christie is out this game due to a leg injury.
13 on the play clock for the Indians.
So Kanan Mink having to explore other options.
4:32 remains in the half. Snap back to Mink. Drops back to pass. Got the screen to Richards. He's got someone. Makes one man miss. Able to cut it up and get close to the line of scrimmage. Might have should have got north and south a little quicker right there, Brad.
Yeah, and that's tough for Richards, Tyler, because he has great speed, but this defense also has some really great speed.
Yeah, to properly attack this defense, you got to hit that hole quick and not let them get set and string it out.
All right, so it'll be 2nd and officially 9 for the Indians with under 4 minutes left to go, still clinging to a 1-point lead over Broken Bow.
So here's the snap up the middle. He's fumble.
Okay, Kanan Mink lost the ball, and Broken Bow got back on it.
Yeah, Broken Bow did get on that one. Somebody got their hand in there and knocked that one free as he got right into Broken Bow territory.
So it'll be Broken Bow's ball, be 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to go here in this first half. A fortunate turnover there for the Indians as they were driving, and we're hoping to finish this half with a score.
Yeah. Defense will have to step up now as we have 3:36 remaining in the first half.
Hey, they've scored once already in this game, Tyler. You can definitely do it again.
Trips to the left. Going to drop back to pass. Looks to the sideline, going to be caught after the bobble. Still on his feet, gets it deep into Indian territory.
Made quite a few Indians miss there.
Brumley in the backfield with Rogers. He has Troops to his right. Handoff, nope, he's going to keep it. Good job by the defensive line of maintaining the gap right there.
Great job by Tony Wolf making the one-on-one tackle of Brumley. Bring up 2nd and 10, excuse me, 2nd and 9.
2:54 remains. Stilwell does get the ball at halftime. Going to drop back to pass. He's looking deep. Good job by, it looks like Talon Hawk Holmes knocked that one free.
Yeah, Talon Hawk Holmes over there on Whitfield who we can clearly tell is Brumley's go-to target, Tyler.
Definitely. But he hasn't looked 100% since that early tackle in the first quarter. So 3rd and long, 9 officially. 2:32 remains here in the first half. Big 3rd down play. You got to believe Broken Bow's in 4-down territory right here. Takes the snap, going to drop back to pass. Looking into the end zone.
He's
going to
open.
be caught for a touchdown.
And that is Whitfield on the reception.
That was a fantastic throw by Brumley. Hit him in stride. It wasn't not awful coverage by the Indians either.
No, it wasn't, Tyler. Just a better play there by Brumley and Whitfield getting that connection to put Broken Bow ahead by 5 pending the point after attempt.
You think they'll have to go for probably 2 right here, try to push that to a 7-point lead. But no, they're bringing the kicker on the field. Stilwell, or Broken Bow, excuse me, set to kick. Snap's good, kicks up and good. So pushes that lead out to 6 for Broken Bow, 20-14 as the Savages go back on top.
We'll give you a quick score update from those of us around those opponents that we have in Class 4A4. Medill is visiting Hilldale tonight, and the Hornets currently lead 10-0 in the second quarter.
So, Brad, I want to draw you back to whenever Stilwell initially started this home winning streak. Whenever they beat Salisal, they had that fourth quarter comeback, and they ended up winning 30-20. But they scored there at the end, and the refs didn't let them go attempt the 2-point conversion. It'd be a real true heartbreaker if it comes down to district standings and those 2 points mean something.
I would agree, Tyler. Back to the scores before Broken Bow kicks off. Salisaw is visiting Fort Gibson tonight. Both of those teams are currently winless. Salisaw is leading 17-14. And at halftime, Poto is visiting Ada, and they are up 20-0.
Here's the kick from Broken Bow. It is a pooch kick once again. Fair catch called. Fielded at about the 30-yard line.
So good field position here for Stilwell with 2:25 left to go. Let's see if the offense can.
They've had success in the air, and they've had some big-time looks at some big-time plays. Let's see if they are able to make something happen like Brad said. Holy cow, there's a Chucky in the audience. So Indian offense takes the field. Mink in the backfield. He has Richards to his right. It's going to be a handoff to Richards, who cuts it back to the right. Not much there. Gain of maybe 1. Going to get a timeout by
Timeout by Broken Bow.
Timeout broken. No? Penalty against Broken Bow, Brad.
And sportsmanlike conduct.
Huh. Free 15 yards nonetheless. So it will move it to the 44. Stilwell gets some free yardage there, and could be the boost they need to maybe put something in the end zone before halftime. If they could score here, Brad, and then get the ball back at halftime, it could be a big-time momentum swing for the Indians. He's got trips to his left. He's going to roll out to the left. He's got no one there. He needs to get rid of it. He does, but I don't know if that got back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if it did or not either, and the Broken Bow coaches are
And Mink
certainly
is down again.
pointing it out.
He's back up and going back to the huddle. Referees are talking. Let's see if they pull the flag. We have a refs are still talking. They moved the ball back. So I'm going to guess they're going to call intentional grounding.
Okay, so that'll be a loss of down.
Referees are moving slow and they're not being very communicative tonight. Moving them back even further. I don't think he was that far back when he threw the ball, Brad. I thought it was from wherever you released the ball. And I thought he was just beyond the line of scrimmage. Or just behind the line of scrimmage, I should say.
That was my understanding too, and I don't know.
But we've yet to have a signal or a flag on the field from the ref, so intentional grounding against Stilwell.
So loss of down, bring up 2nd and 18.
You can't tell me he was 8 yards behind
No.
the line of scrimmage. I will not buy that. So Mink in the gun. It'll be 2nd and 18, as Brad said. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. He's going deep. He's got Richards. It'll be no flag.
No flag.
As the guy was all over Richards as Richards was trying to make a play for the ball.
So now it'll bring up 3rd and 18 for the Indians.
Must be some Velcro on that one. Richards was trying to battle back toward the ball, and the Broken Bow player had the arm bar up, but no flag on the field. So it'll be 3rd and 18, 1:56 remain here in the first half. Gonna drop back. Slips, able to shake the first guy. Gonna throw it. It'll be incomplete and 4th down, forthcoming.
Good attempt there by Shelley to try to make that catch, but
So Stilwell will be punting away with 1:47 remaining here in the first half. Critical that this defense makes a stand and doesn't give up any more points this half.
yeah, because Tyler, all things considered, you're still in good position considering that you're getting the ball to start the second half. So just like you said, do not give up any additional points here to this Broken Bow offense in the remaining 1:47.
Snap back to Mink. He's
He's
going
gonna
to throw
fake
it. He's got to. Oh, man. I thought Chukulate had a chance off the tip. And I don't know if he even saw the ball, Brad.
I don't think he did, and Kanan Mink is slow to get up again. So you're going to give the ball back to Broken Bow on your own 36-yard line.
You had a guy, and then I thought Chukulate had a chance to catch that off the deflection. But I don't know if Trey even saw the ball, though, or knew exactly where it was off the deflection. It was almost better if the Broken Bow player caught that one, honestly.
Agreed.
Oh, it was definitely better if they did. But as Brad said, Broken Bow taking over at the 36-yard line in Indian territory with little over 1:30 remaining here in the first half. They got quads down here to the near side. He's going to drop back to pass, looking to his left. He now pocket. He's able to escape the pocket and run for a gain of about 7.
He does get out of bounds, so the clock will stop at 1:31.
You can't. It's good coverage downfield, but you can't let him get going with his feet either, because with this short field, they don't need a whole lot of time. And they still have they still have 3 timeouts remaining. There's a snap. There's going to be a run up the middle on the QB keeper. Just carrying guys with them. First down.
Another first down.
You got to get it. You got to get it together right here. You got to make a stand. You don't want to give up 6 before halftime.
Number 77, Blake Crozier takes into the game. Been a big part of that defensive line tonight. We're getting it loud Indian fans.
So the clock is running now that the ball's been set. Under 1:20 left to go here.
Brumley in the backfield. Rogers to his right. He'll drop back to pass. Looking to the end zone. It is dropped. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock does stop with the incompletion at 1:08.
And Tyler, at some point the referee has to throw that flag. Our defensive ends are getting held by the tackle on almost every play on this right side of the line for Broken Bow.
So Broken Bow in the back, or we'll have the empty backfield with Brumley sit to take the snap. Trips to the right, 2 receivers up to his left. Takes the snap.
Low
it's a low snap. You got pressure up the middle. It's going to be caught.
Make a tackle.
Going for the strip. Able to get a little bit more yardage out of that. They have a flag on the field.
Clock is stopped. 57 seconds left to go after the first down.
Well, maybe a flag. Face mask against Stilwell. So as they were going for that strip, they get some face mask as well. And I think that's the 5-yard variety. It will be a timeout by Broken Bow.
So they're so close, Tyler. That should be a half the distance to the goal penalty.
Yeah, I'll be down on the 2-yard line.
Big time stand here needed from the Stilwell defense.
Momentum definitely with Broken Bow right now. Stilwell had some shots when they were up 14-6. They had one play especially where it would have put it at least minimum 20-6, maybe possibly 22-6. When you're playing the team that is quote unquote just a better team than what you are, it doesn't mean that you can't beat them, but you got to take advantage of your opportunities when you get them, and you can't be making penalties, as you said early in the game, is what you were wanting to not see tonight.
Yeah. Don't help them beat you. They don't need any help. They're a fully capable team.
You almost want to play it like you see how Kansas State plays better teams. They don't help the team. They just play sound football, and a lot of times you'll let the more talented team beat themselves. So Brumley in the gun, he'll have a couple running backs to his left. Expect a QB keeper right here. It will be a false start.
Yep.
So that'll back them up 5. That helps.
It does help. That's the first false start penalty we've had all game, Tyler, for either team.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 6. Cowbell's going here on the home side. Brumley takes the snap. Going to be a handoff to Rogers.
Going nowhere. Great
Good
job by the Indians.
Of the Indians defense. Then there's a flag on the field, Brad. Are they going to get the late hit?
Well, the defender was still moving, Tyler, so I don't know.
Face mask is the signal. I don't understand why the hands are even up there.
So frustrating penalty there for Stilwell.
So put it on the 4-yard line. Be 2nd and goal from the 4. Brumley in the backfield, Rogers to his right. We have a stoppage. Resetting the play clock, it looks like.
48 seconds left on the game clock.
There's the snap. It'll be a rollout run. Good job by Stilwell to snuff that one out. No good on the touchdown. It'll be third.
We've got Brumley that's slow to get up.
Or second down. It'll be second and goal from the 4-yard line. Timeout, Broken Bow. 35 seconds remain. I think that's their second one of the night. I think they have one more left. Stilwell still has one left.
Brumley slow to make it over to the huddle for the timeout. He was slow getting up.
Brad, a bad snap right here would be pretty nice.
If you could somehow manage to keep this lead just at 6, Tyler, it'd be huge.
Even if you keep it at 9, Brad. I mean, even if they get 3 out of this after they got down to the 2-yard line, that's a win for the defense. You go into halftime down 9. You've shown that what you can do in a second half, like with how they handled Salisaw in that comeback, how they handled Medill in the comeback. They've shown that they're not shy to bring it to you at halftime and play from behind and end up with a win. But again, the win is critical tonight as Poto is looking like they'll probably most likely win their game. That means this is the avenue to the playoffs. You have to beat Broken Bow, and then you need Ada to beat Broken Bow next week also. That game is at Broken Bow. So Ada will be traveling to Broken Bow for that finale. But that's a huge game, Brad. If Stilwell's able to hold this one, you got to beat Broken Bow, and you need to beat them by as much as you can. And then you still need a little bit of help.
All right, so the fans are up and loud on a 2nd and 4 here for the Broken Bow Savages.
So Brumley in the backfield, Rogers to his right. Takes the snap. There's a false start. No call. There's the flag. Okay. Play blown dead. They'll lose 5 there. That'll back it up to the 9-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. Looked like the left guard, Brad, got a little bit eager there. So second and goal from the 9. "33 seconds remain. Indian crowd getting into it. Play clock is running inside 20 seconds. Takes the snap. He's going to throw the slant. No good. Threw it a little bit behind. Looked like it was intended for Whitfield maybe.
Was intended for Whitfield, and that was Talon Hawk Holmes.
Just not a good ball by Brumley on that one.
No, and again, Tyler, I don't think Whitfield's right. Look at him walking back.
So it will be 3rd and goal from the 9. Inside 30 seconds, 29 on the clock. Big 3rd down play, as you would expect that they would kick the field goal if they don't get this one into the end zone. Takes the snap. He's going to look
again. It's a pick.
Overthrow.
Yeah.
The pick should have been called.
The pick should have been, yeah, exactly. Offensive pass interference should have been called there on Broken Bow, but incomplete pass from Broken Bow brings up 4th and 9.
And a field goal attempt forthcoming.
With which they
don't lose your responsibility.
Yeah.
Because a fake is always on the table right here. See if they send somebody burning off the edge right here. They blocked the extra point earlier this game.
Snap is back, and it's up and
looks like
good.
Good, yep. So we'll push the lead 23-14. Savages on top. 20 seconds remain in the first half. Brad, are you just going to take the ball and probably run one running play and then take it to the locker room?
I'm kneeling and going to the locker room.
They proved last week they didn't kneel whenever they led at the end of the regulation whenever they threw that pass that was almost intercepted. I wouldn't even mind. You know you're going to see a pooch kick right here. Run something. Run a couple reverses. Do something out of your kick return formation. See if you can't sneak something in for a big gain and then maybe get a big play downfield.
The issue with that is, Tyler, this kicker is kicking it so high, and I mean it's really impressive for a high school kicker that you almost have no time to return it, catch it and return it.
High kick once again. Fair catch called and it's muffed, Brad.
Yeah.
Stilwell get on it. They are going to say.
Still waiting on an official word here.
Looks like Broken Bow has the ball.
Yeah, Broken Bow has the ball. Going to call Stilwell ball.
We'll say Stilwell ball. Good break by the Indians. You would not want to give it to Broken Bow again at the 35-yard line. Broken Bow fans letting them have it over there. First down for the Indians with 20 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll see what the play call is. Stilwell had a lot of people in that huddle, and I think they got lucky there. So Mink in the backfield, Philpott to his left. It'll be a handoff to Philpott, going to the right, ran out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock at 14 seconds.
There'll be another flag thrown right here.
If it's a free 15, that gives you a chance to maybe throw it in the air a couple times, especially with that one timeout. Personal foul against Stilwell, though. So that'll back it up. You can expect probably one more run play and go into the locker room now. So I guess there was some extracurricular in the scrum over there along the sideline. Couldn't really see from this vantage point.
If Whitfield continues to walk like this, Tyler, throughout the duration of this game, and I'm the coaching staff for Stilwell, I'm looking for who's matched up against him.
I'm looking to put Richards on him and try to run Richards by him. But that's going to be it for the first half. Poto 23, Stilwell 14. Stilwell down 6 early on. Interception for a touchdown. Big pass play down the field. And it took a 14-6 lead. Poto answers with 17 unanswered. And to take a 23-14 lead into the half. That'll do it for the first half here at James Bradley Memorial Stadium. We'll be back in about, 15 to 17 minutes. Stay tuned.
The first down.
Okay, I think we got the technical difficulties lined out now. So Philpott picks up the first down for the Indians as they keep this drive alive, Brad. Opening drive for the Indians here in the second half. They've chewed up about a little over 3 minutes of clock so far. They are down 9, looking to cut into that lead. Big time game here as the Indians are trying to position themselves for a potential playoff spot. Fumbled snap.
Kanan Mink just gets on it and falls on it.
Snap was a little bit to the left, but he did not, he took his eyes off the ball right there, Brad. So it'll be second and a very long. Call it 16. Look for him to put it in the air right here, Brad. Chelino Martinez in the backfield with Mink. It'll be a option play. Mink keeps it. He will be tackled.
Yeah, he's got a face mask, and they're not going to call anything on that.
Sideline judge has a look right down where the play happened. Kept the flag in the holster.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 13 now.
Definitely 4 down territory, but you have to pick up something right here. You need to get this down to about a 4th and 5, 4th and 6 if possible. Richards is going to be in the slot right here next to the right tackle. Now they bring him in motion. He's in the backfield. It will be a option play. Fakes the pitch, but will be tackled. That's a horse collar. No flag again, though.
So this is going to bring up 4th and 13. Ball on the 36-yard line.
I think you have to punt it, Brad. I don't know if you want to give Broken Bow this good of field position to start for their first possession of the second half.
And Collins is keeping his offense out on the field.
Now, Mink does punt it from time to time. And so this could be a QB punt or whatever you want to call it.
Play clock is down to 9, so they better hurry up with whatever they're going to do.
It will not be a QB punt as he is not deep enough. He drops back to pass, looking deep. He's going to fake it. Now he fires it, and it will be short. He had a man. Richards had came free, but Mink unable to step into the throw and get it out there far enough for him.
So it'll be a turnover on downs for the Indians, which will give the ball back to the Savages on their own 36-yard line.
Brad, this is dangerous territory right here. Defense has to make a play, make a stand, do whatever it takes to get off the field and not give up points.
You know, Tyler and Stilwell offensively accomplished half of what they were trying to do, which was run the clock down. Unfortunately, just couldn't come away with any points on that possession. So
Brumley in the backfield, he will pitch it out to Rogers. That's a hold right there. And he'll step out of bounds. That ref wanted to throw a flag right there for a late hit, but he restrained himself.
Well, we have 2 flags, so I don't know if both of them saw the same thing.
They both saw the hold because he threw the flag out or threw his hat off right here. But that may be meaning he calling another penalty in addition to the hold he saw.
Might get a horse collar here.
If they call that a horse collar and they didn't call the other one for Stilwell a horse collar, that is just awful.
Yeah, we've got a horse collar on Stilwell and a hold on Broken Bow. Fouls offset will replay the down.
That is ridiculous, Brad. I'm sorry, but that is a bad call. That is a bad call. If you're going to call that, then it has to be called a horse collar over there when they drag Mink down behind the collar too. I don't mind the call, but it needs to go both ways.
I agree, but
Brumley in the backfield all alone. He'll drop back to pass. And it's thrown out there to Whitfield. He shakes the first guy. Now he's running down the sideline. And he's still up on his feet. He breaks another tackle. He is going to score. Nope, stepped out of bounds, Brad. So Stilwell's able to force him to step out of bounds down the sideline, but he does get it down inside the 20. Or Almost to the 20, it looks like. So Broken Bow on the move as they are deep into Indian territory right here. Brumley will stay alone in the backfield. He's got trips to his right. He's got a couple receivers, including Whitfield, to his left. He'll take the snap and drop back to pass. Throwing the slant. He's got his guy. And it will be immediately tackled. That was a big block by number 66.
Good job by Trey Chukalate there in coverage.
So, gain of about 5 or 4, somewhere in that area. Second down, forthcoming. Brumley getting the play from the sidelines. Broken Bow in no hurry right now as they do have this 9-point lead. Broken Bow takes the snap. Brumley drops back to pass. He's got pressure, but nobody there to contain him. He's running for the goal line. He's able to sneak into the end zone. Touchdown, Savages.
We got a flag back here on the play, Tyler.
In the area typically of holding, so we'll see. Stilwell got up the field, but no one was there to maintain the gap on the inside, and Brumley was able to exploit the hole and just scamper for about a 20-something yard touchdown.
Tripping on Stilwell.
So penalty goes against Stilwell. Touchdown will stand. Well, personal foul face mask.
Okay.
So that is about the 6th or 7th personal foul on this Indians team so far tonight. It's been an issue that's plagued them most of the season, Brad.
Yep. So that pushes the lead for Broken Bow up to 15 pending the point after attempt, which will be a field goal attempt from Broken Bow.
And here's the kick. It is blocked.
Great job there by Trey Chukalate.
That's his second block of the night. So that makes it 29-14. Still a 2-score game. Stilwell has to come out and answer right here, Brad. This is the most critical drive for the Stilwell offense of the night. They have to have points. If I'm Coach Collins, I'm telling my offense, guys, the time is now. Let's take control of this game. Let's move this ball downfield, and let's take advantage of these opportunities that we continue to get that they haven't capitalized on since that long touchdown that they had to Richards.
You know, I know there's still 17 minutes of play left to go here, but I feel like this is a must-score possession, Tyler.
I'm right there with you, Brad. Like you said, there's a lot of time left in this game. And a lot can happen, as we saw with that fourth quarter of the Medill game when they entered that fourth quarter down 28-14. But with that said, you have to stop this momentum. Broken Bow has now scored 23 unanswered on you. They're walking this ball up right now, enforcing the personal foul that was on the touchdown run.
So Broken Bow will get to kick the ball off from the Stilwell Indians.
That means
45-yard line.
They'll probably get a chance to pin them back around probably around the 15. Watch for the onside right here, Brad. Number 80 set to kick for the Savages. There's the kick. It is a high pooch kick once again. It will be fielded and returned. Breaks one tackle. Gets tackled around the 15-yard line, it looks like. So Stilwell starting this drive deep in their own territory. There is 5:03 remaining in this third quarter, excuse me. Mink in the backfield. He looks to have Philpott to his left. It'll be a keeper by Mink up the middle. He has some space. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet. Now he's off to the races. He's into Broken Bow territory. Still running. Gets inside the 35. That is a big play that the offense needed right there, Brad.
And no flags on the play, so that play will stand.
Hallelujah. No laundry on the field. Mink ran strong right there.
Be about a 55-yard run for Kanan Mink. So this is just what Stilwell needed to get the offense kick-started here.
Mink takes the snap. He's going to keep it again. He runs up the middle once again. He's going to get about 5 on that one.
Good arm tackle there by number 2 for Broken Bow.
Mink came into tonight with 654 rushing yards. A couple of big nights in the final 2 games of the season will get him close to 1,000. So Mink will have Philpott in the backfield with him right here. Takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. Throw the pass to Richards, and it will be intercepted. Whitfield on the interception. He's still on his feet. There's a flag on the field now. It was during the return. The flag was during the return, so it won't affect the change of possession, I do not believe. Brad Richard never saw the ball. He never came free on that one. They've ran that play a few times tonight, and it just was not there this time. After the big run by Mink, that is a crucial turnover by the Stilwell offense. So block on the back on the Indians, even though they were defending. So that's an interesting call. Broken Bow takes over at the 30.
So Brumley will be in the shotgun formation. 4 minutes, 1 second left to go here in this third quarter.
Has Rogers to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got some pressure on him now. That's going to be a hold right there. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be a flag. Ref threw that flag with authority after the big hit along the sidelines.
So there was holding called prior to that, so I don't know if these penalties will be offsetting or not. They should be.
Well, I don't know, Brad, because that other one is a late hit out of bounds. So I don't know if it's a dead ball penalty or not. I would imagine that would be a dead ball penalty since the play was technically over.
So it'd be a net 5 yards, right, for Broken Bow then?
I think so, but
So you would move him back for 10, move him forward for 15 on the...
I will admit I have not taken an football official exam. Holding against Stilwell, or Broken Bow, I'm sorry. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Stilwell. They're moving Poto back, and then they're going to walk him up 5. I think you were correct. Or I guess they'll walk him back up 15. Walk it back 10, walk it back up 15.
Or you just walk it up 5 and call it good. Trying to make it easier here.
And now it will be walked up.
Or ran.
Huh? All right. I think we are back to the original line of scrimmage.
You know, Tyler, I think if we took the officiating classes, I don't know that it'd still help us make any sense of what's going on. But
Often, yeah. It may be something we look into, just so we know. So Brumley in the backfield. Rogers to his left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's got some pressure coming. Good. Oh, fumble! And Stilwell gets on it.
Kason Dowdy, that was Philpott that forced the fumble, and Kason Dowdy recovers the fumble for the Stilwell Indians. That'll be a turnover for Broken Bow.
Big time play there for the Indians.
Ball will be spotted on the 28-yard line of Broken Bow.
Mink will retake the field, looking to rebound after that interception on the last possession. He'll have the Philpott strip sack to his right. And bad snap, but he's able to catch that one. He cuts it back to the left, cuts it back up. He will have close to the first down. I think they gave it to him, Brad.
Yep, they're moving the chains. So first down, Indians.
3.5 minutes remain. Stilwell down 15. Or 3.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Stilwell down 15. They really need a score right here, Brad. This is one of those instances that we talked about at the beginning of this half. You have to take advantage of these opportunities. Broken Bow's not going to keep giving them to you. They're too good of a team to keep doing that. Mink takes the snap. It'll be a handoff to Philpott up the middle. Not much there on that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. No, I think even a loss of 1 maybe. 2nd and 11. Clock running. Around 2:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Mink in the gun. Philpott to his left. Chicklet in motion. It'll be Mink keeping it. He breaks a couple tackles. Able to make one man miss. Gets wrapped up there. Now he's shaking his hand.
Yeah, I think his hand got stepped on when he went to break his fall.
It'll be 2nd and around 6, I believe.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. So they will have to have somebody field this snap, bro, Brad, because with the injury timeout, he does have to come off the field. Do you run Wildcat with Richards right here?
I think that's your go-to, Tyler.
Still looking at him, still looking at his hand. Hopefully it's not anything serious and he's able to return. It does look like they're looking at the throwing hand. It looked like he was shaking the throwing hand. I could be wrong. Happened so quick. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it was the left hand if it's either hand. But
Well, it does look like the right hand that is folded across his midsection that Adam Carter's looking at. While we have a break in the action, we do want to remind you that, crazy to think about, Tyler, but basketball season is about to get started.
just around the corner.
First game of the season for the Stilwell Indians and Lady Indians basketball teams will be November 29th. That game will be at Wagner. Tyler and I will be live with you December 6th whenever the Stilwell Indians play host to Shakota. That game will start at 6:30, so we'll have to make the quick turnaround transition from football back to basketball play calling duties. So it'll be Juan Martinez that will take the snap at quarterback for the Indians.
Takes the snap, going to be a handoff to Philpott. He shakes one guy, gets up in the middle. I think he might get a first down out of this, Brad. He's still going.
Philpott looks like
Still
a semi-truck. Touchdown, Indians.
Put the 18-wheeler on him because he took it to the house.
Colby strip sack Philpott with the touchdown.
Do we call him Mack truck or strip sack? Because he's made maybe the two biggest plays of the night now.
Absolutely.
Outside of the interception. Minute 57 remaining. We do have a 2-point conversion pending right here. Stilwell looking to cut this to a one-score game if they're able to convert this 2-point conversion.
Mink is back in at shotgun.
Good
back in
sign
at
for the
quarterback.
Indians. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Richards. Richards shakes one guy. Able to get in.
He's able to get in.
7-point gain, guys. We got a gain. Can the defense step up and get another stop?
And as you said, Tyler, Stilwell had to capitalize on that turnover made by Broken Bow, and they did just that. Incredible run by Colby Philpott. What should have been a gain of 3 turned into 6 points.
Yep.
Incredible.
Big time move by I believe he's a junior, Brad, so he will be returning next year. You know, looking at some of these names, Orrin Shelley's back next year, Trey Chukalate's back, Cole Grimmett's back, Talon Hawk Holmes, Dustin Noisewater both back, Cash Crowley, Chelino Martinez, Malachi McNack, Cason Dowdy's back, Hunter Miller's back. Zane Gonzalez is back.
So here we go. Stilwell will kick off.
Looks like Dowdy kicking this one off.
Now this is Kenley Catron.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong guy. So here we go. Kenley kicking off for the Indians. Look for that pooch kick.
Oh,
no, onside.
Kick. They were able to get on it, but
they blew it dead before he even had the ball.
So it's offside, I think.
Either way.
We'll back her up 5. Kenley is not happy about something.
Now Cason's going to come on to kick this one. I think you have to kick this one away.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying out of strategy. You're not going to be able to do another onside kick. I still don't understand the call. Who was it on? Because if did the offsides just blow it dead? Because usually it doesn't. But
well, there's not been a penalty assessed. I mean, the ball hasn't moved up 5 yards or moved back 5 yards.
All right, so Cason Dowdy will take this kick. He's a straight ahead kicker. See if he can get some distance on this and try to get Broken Bow in some bad field position. All right, kick is away, and it's a low driving kick. It will go out of bounds, though. How is that not a flag, Brad?
I don't know. Player was not even engaged in the play. He just gets leveled.
Man, Coach Collins letting the ref have it that was looking right at the play.
I didn't see it. I was watching.
You got a Broken Bow player not only late hits the Stilwell defender, but then he stands over him and taunts him while he's on the ground.
And that was Cason Dowdy, who had just kicked the ball off and was not involved in the play whatsoever.
Just not the cleanest of called games tonight with a couple of these guys, Brad. All right, so here we go. Broken Bow will take over at the 35-yard line in their own territory. Stilwell looking to get a stop and try to get this ball back for a chance to go tie it up. Brumley in the backfield, Rogers to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got a lane up the middle, and he will get about 5 yards out of that.
Flag.
We've got a flag in the backfield.
Where that came from.
The back judge throwing that flag, so we'll see what his call is.
Legal substitution on the Indians.
Oh, so Stilwell committed the penalty there. I don't think this is added on top. Chain game's confused. We're confused. Everybody's confused.
Will you either decline and get 1st and 5, or you accept and it's 2nd and 5? So of course you would accept.
So Brumley in the backfield, Rogers to his left. Whitfield one-on-one up top. Or nope, they got trips up top. One-on-one down here on the near side with number 12. Takes a low snap.
Pressure from the Indians.
Yeah, pressure up the middle. Ball. Oh, through the hands of the defender,
yeah,
Brad.
Hit
Cash Crowley.
Hit Cash Crowley right in the hands and unfortunately could not come up with the interception. Would have been a huge turnover for the Indians to get there. Brings up 2nd and 5 for Broken Bow.
Minute 40 remains here in the 3rd quarter. Brad, this game, we may still be calling a game at 11 o'clock tonight.
Our apologies to our sweet wives. You're the real MVPs taking care of the kids at home.
Brumley in the backfield with Rogers. He has trips on the near side this time. It will be a handoff to Rogers.
And he gets stuck right about the line of scrimmage.
Guess who?
Philpott again at the bottom of that pile.
Having a monster second half right now. Big 3rd down right here, Brad. 3rd and 4. I don't think if you can get a stop right here, I don't think Broken Bow would try to go for it.
I agree.
With a 7-point
I think
lead.
they would punt it away.
All right, you got 4 wide receivers down here on the near side.
Cash Crowley coming over to provide some help.
I'm looking for a bubble screen of some sort. It is going to be a one-on-one throw out there, and it will be caught. 1st down.
Yeah.
Good close there.
I believe that was Talonhawk Holmes with the close. Unfortunately, Whitfield was just able to get about 7 yards deep.
So
only needed 5.
1st and 10 for the Savages. 53 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter. Strip sack Philpott running off the field. There's the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to run up the middle. He's got some space. And now he's running down the sidelines. And he does have a 1st down, and it will be unbelievable. That has to be just part of the play. It wasn't like an egregious hit or anything, but they're going to get called for a late hit out of bounds.
Are we getting a face mask? I believe we're getting another face mask penalty against Stilwell. This will be about their 8th of the evening.
About the 12th personal foul of the evening. So Chain Gain's moving it as the ref walks it off. So Stilwell back deep in their own territory now, looking to get another stop. They've made it happen a few times tonight. Let's see if they can make it happen again.
They have, but even just being able to hold Broken Bow to a field goal attempt, Tyler, right here would be huge.
Yeah, 29 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter. Takes the snap, it's low. Going to fire the slant. Oh my goodness, almost jumped the route. That was Trey Chukalate for almost his 2nd pick 6 of the night. Great closeout on the ball, just missed it, by a fraction, Brad.
He had nothing but open field in front of him, too, Tyler.
If it hits his hands and he's able to hold on, because that was a rocket, if he's able to hold on to it, there's no one that's catching him. So 2nd and 10, I would, with a couple of these errant throws that we've seen and almost interceptions, I would imagine that Broken Bow's going to start keeping it on the ground a little bit more. Oh, he's got his free sack. And that is Big Antonio Wolf. He beat the left tackle and just had free shot on Brumley there, making it 3rd and a country mile as the clock is about to run out here in the 3rd quarter. So we'll start the 4th quarter.
I'm going to say this. I'm not saying he's in the same category, obviously. That was Micah Parsons-esque. The way he beat the defender on the edge and came around that side. I didn't say he was Micah Parsons. I just said it was Micah Parsons-esque.
So he almost joined the strip sack club right there, but Brumley able to hold on to the ball. But we will change field here as it'll be 3rd and 16 for Broken Bow as they come out to start this 4th quarter. 12 minutes remain. Playoff aspirations on the line, Brad. This is what it's all about. Biggest game at James Bradley Memorial Stadium in a long time this deep into the season. Oh, yeah, we still got a trivia question. I'm going to go ahead and fire that one at you while we have some time here. What is the most points ever scored in a game by Stilwell, and who did they score them against? We have WWE going above us in the press box right now.
So, most points scored by Stilwell and who the opponent was. I'm assuming it was a win.
Yep.
I'm going to guess 66 points.
Against?
Muldrow.
It was 136-6. They beat Salina in 1927. Now, that is the 17th most points scored by a team in a game in Oklahoma high school football history. I'll come back to a couple more stats here in a minute. Brumley in the backfield all alone, 3rd and 16 as he drops back to pass. It is a QB draw. He's got some space. He is going to be tripped up. It will force a 4th down. Broken Bow has a decision to make right here. Do they kick the 3 or do they go for it?
They're keeping their...
Keeping the offense?
Nope, here we go. We got a kicker coming on.
So they will go for the tray to push this to a 2-score game.
Now, I will tell you, Tyler, the other ones that he's had tonight have kind of been straight on. This is a little more at an angle from this left hash. Virtually no wind. We do have light drizzle falling right now at James Bradley Memorial Stadium.
So we've seen some bad snaps, a couple of blocked kicks for Stilwell tonight. And it is almost blocked, but it is going to be good. Man, that's a nice kick by number 80 for Broken Bow.
So that pushes their lead up to 10, but as we mentioned earlier, you know, once Broken Bow got down in this vicinity of the field, you wanted to make sure that the most they came away with was 3 points, and that's what Stilwell did. So this game is still well within reach, a 10-point deficit, 11 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in this game.
So, Brad, I'll come back with you with a follow-up. In the modern era, you know, post-World War II, because football was the rules were different, scoring was different back when they dropped that 136. What do you think the most points scored by Stilwell in the modern era is, and do you have an idea of who that was against?
Well, now that I know they've scored 136 points.
I will say you were close with your 66.
I'm going to say 72.
Okay.
I don't know who it would be against.
It was 76. They beat Watts 76-0 in 1950. They've scored in the 60s a few times.
Okay.
But, yeah, 76 in the modern era is the mark. Broken Bow set to kick off. There's the pooch kick. Richard's going to catch this one at the 30. Interesting trivia for you. The most points scored by a team in the modern era in Oklahoma high school history was 124 by Oklahoma School of the Deaf. They beat Missouri School of the Deaf in 2017. So Mink in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Philpott. Philpott makes a couple guys miss. Oh, lowers the shoulder. Hit the truck stick on the linebacker there and said, have a ride, son.
That is how you pump up your teammates right there. Strong run, gain of about 6 on first down. Brings up 2nd and 4, ball on the 36. But tough running there by Philpott.
Mink set to take the snap. He's going to take it. It will be a QB draw. He kicks it out to the right. Unable to break that tackle. Will go out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Close to a first down. It will be 3rd and 2. Maybe 3rd and 1. 10:30 remaining here. Mink takes the snap. Oh, bad snap. He's got to get on it. And he gets hit and dropped for a big loss. We'll bring up 4th down, and Stilwell's got to go for it. Precipitation may have played a factor on that one.
Looks like we'll be punting here, Tyler.
Stilwell will be punting. Huh. So Mason Dowdy will come onto the field looking to boot this punt.
They're going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, down to 1. Well, you can just take the penalty right now. They're going to let him play. I don't know why you kill the extra time there. And it will be down to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, not a good punt there by Dowdy.
Net gain of about 12, 14, 16 yards. Brad, we've seen aggressiveness from Coach, from the head coach here at Stilwell for the last 2 weeks. I mean, a lot of aggressiveness. So, but he's going to put it on his defense right here and say, guys, go get the ball for me.
Well, and one of the things that may have played a factor is Kanan Mink. He got absolutely leveled trying to recover that fumble.
Yeah, I'd still, if that's the case, just give it to Richards. See, you never know. He's able to bust one. So, Broken Bow offense takes the field. They'll start at their own 46. Low snap, able to catch it though. He's going to go deep. It's going to be overthrown. Be 2nd and 10. Don't see any laundry on the field at the moment. That doesn't mean they can't throw it once the play's over.
All right, so this is going to bring up 2nd and 10 with 9 minutes and 29 seconds left to go here in this game.
There's the low snap once again, pressure up the middle, but he's able to get out of the pocket. He's going to have a big lane down the sidelines, flag on the field for a crackback block, I believe. Now they're going to get number 20 for mouthing after that play, so it'll be offsetting penalties. Unbelievable. So the initial is going to be a crackback block or a block in the back right here. After the play was over, 20 said something to the Broken Bow player. Official threw his hat to signify another flag. Personal foul, crackback. Sideline warning. So So they did not get the penalty. Well, the penalty will be enforced on Broken Bow. Stilwell just escapes with a sideline warning.
So ball will be spotted this side of the 40-yard line, closer to the 41.
It makes me wonder if he threw it on the player initially, but then after discussion decided, better not, because it was a pretty weak call. Because it didn't look like there was any people on the field or anything. So it'll be 2nd and 16. Brumley in the backfield, Rogers to his left. Takes the snap. Going to be a throw out here to the near boundary.
Good tackle by Cash Crowley to wrap up.
Crowley with the big time stop there, forcing the 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. 8:36 left to go here in this game.
Big play right here, Brad. Stilwell needs to get this ball back as they are down by 10. Broken Bow using all the clock that they can. Down to 5 on the play clock. There's the snap.
Low
Bad
snap again.
Stilwell lets him get out of the pocket again, but it will be just a minimal gain, and it will force a 4th down and about 5.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if Broken Bow goes for it here.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm Broken Bow head coach, I'm going for it. You could almost put this game away if you convert it. But he will run this clock all the way down, I promise you that.
17 seconds left on the play clock. Looks like he seems pretty content to probably call a timeout here with about 2 or 3 seconds left to go on this game clock. Here it comes. Timeout, Broken Bow. 7:23 left to go here in this game. So it'll be interesting to see what Broken Bow decides to do, facing a 4th and 5, ball on the Indians' 49-yard line. Will they punt it, or will they go for it? As Tyler said, going for it, getting yourself an extra set of downs, probably takes off a
minimum 160 seconds.
Yeah.
So you're looking at about 2.5 minutes that you can. About 2 minutes and 20 seconds, a little over 2 minutes.
All right, so do you see the punter coming out on the field?
Well, I think that's probably the right call. My tendency right here would be to go for it, but I'm thankful that he's not. Yeah.
Stilwell has to be very disciplined here to not draw an offside penalty, which would get a 1st down.
I'm surprised that they don't put the offense on to try that, honestly. And there's the kick. It's a nice little boot down to the and it's a fumble, and it's going to be Broken Bow ball. Not the optimal end to that play. And Stilwell player that was looking to receive it is hurt. Was he hit before he caught it?
I don't know. It was a bang-bang play. He was never really in position to make that fair catch. He was kind of a little late getting up to where that ball eventually ended up falling from. I believe the injured player on the field is Dustin Noisewater.
Big, it's a big play, Brad. That's a deflating play. We'll see if the defense can step up and try to get this ball back. It's not over, but you can only give up 3 at minimum right here.
Yeah.
And then you need to go score fast and get an onside kick and go score again. As we said last week on that OT thriller, victory over Medill, Stilwell secured their first 500 or better season since 2017. With the one more win on this season, getting to the 6-win mark would secure the first winning season for Stilwell since 2007. Coach Collins, in his first year at the helm, is seeking the best start for a head coach at Stilwell since Sam Clappin started 6-3 in 1998.
Tough night for the Indians on the injury front, with Noisewater now being out for the remainder of this game, as well as Corrigan Guthrie.
Yeah.
2 key contributors for Stilwell.
And as you said, Mink's been just taking a beating in the backfield. But he's fighting. You got to respect the fight. You got to respect the guts and everything. He's leaving it all out there for his last time on this field. 1st and 10 for the Broken Bow Savages at the Stilwell 17. Receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. Cuts it upfield. It's going to be a touchdown, Brad.
That is some impressive speed there by number 5.
Flag on the field.
Cannon Willis.
See what the penalty call is. Hold will negate the touchdown, so it'll back them up to a 1st and 20 or less, depending if it's a spot foul.
Quick update on the scores around 4A4. Fort Gibson is currently leading Salisaw 34-23.
Ooh. Where's that at?
I believe that game is at Fort Gibson.
Yeah, it's at Fort Gibson. The Fighting Teddy Lamans have to be happy to try to get their first win on the season.
Hilldale is ahead of Medill 31-0. And Poto defeated Ada tonight 27-0. That game was at Ada.
That's a surprising score. So here we go. 1st and 16. Going to be a hand. Nope. QB keeper is going to the left. Will be tripped up by Orange Shelley, I believe.
That's Philpott.
Oh, no. Philpott with the tackle. We'll make it 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, somewhere in that area. Clock is now down to 6:40 remaining here in the game. As we said, this is a big possession. Stilwell needs to keep them to a score of 3 at minimum to keep this a 2-possession game. There's the handoff up the middle. Looks like he got right at the 1st down marker, so we'll see.
It's going to be a tackle by Blaine Holloway. So we're about to tick under 6 minutes left to go here in this game. Indians trailing by 10.
I think it's definitely 4-down territory for Broken Bow as they try to ice this game. Yeah, as Brad said, we're under 6 now. Brumley in the backfield still with Rogers. Look for the QB keeper right here. He's been executing it very well all night. He's going to keep it. Stilwell unable to get him in the backfield. He stays on his feet, touchdown. No laundry on the field. Pushes the lead out to 16. So big extra point attempt right here. The difference between 17 and 16 is, at this point, astronomical with the amount of time left in this game.
You take it from either a 2-possession or to a 3-possession game.
Yep.
And And again, it's worth mentioning, Broken Bow has had issues with snaps tonight.
Yeah, Stilwell's blocked 2 kicks. Flying off the edge. And that one is good, though. So that pushes the lead to 17. A little over 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Stilwell trailing Broken Bow by 17.
You know, if Stilwell doesn't come out on top tonight, Tyler, which I know is not looking likely.
Yeah.
You know, this is huge momentum builder for the program.
Yeah. It's been, I mean, I can tell you, no one expected this season. Like, it's been a heck of a season by this senior crew. And you're doing something that, sad to say, not many seniors get to do it in this program. You're getting to go out with 5 wins. And if you look at the past decade for Stilwell, it's not been that great at times. And for Coach Collins, this is a heck of a, as you said, a program builder. Pooch kick up, going to be fielded by Richards. He's going to return this one. He's got a hole, makes one man miss, unable to make the next one. But nice little juke move there to get a few yards out of that.
Yep, he'll get the ball up to the 37-yard line, thereabouts.
The confidence booster for these juniors and these sophomores and the freshmen that are getting to watch this. You got 8th graders from around the county that will be converging on this school next year that got to go to these high school games and watch Stilwell go 3-2 at home. See Stilwell win 3 games. See Stilwell beat Salisaw back-to-back seasons. See Stilwell beat Fort Gibson for the first time since 2007. Take down a McDill team in maybe the greatest game in Stilwell history. Like, it's been a heck of a season. And I mean, I know it's not over, but it's already a heck of a season, and they're looking to add to it. Philpott on the run, nice game.
Yeah, I want to highlight the outstanding effort from Colby Philpott tonight.
Yeah,
He has been all over the place on both offense and defense.
Yeah, I would probably him would be my player of the game.
Yeah.
Trey Chukulate, a close one. But again, Brad, those are 2 underclassmen. Those aren't 2 seniors. Those are 2 guys making impact as juniors. Mink chased out of the pocket. Still looking, throws it away. That was almost a dangerous play on the sideline.
Yeah.
So Stilwell will have 1 game remaining this season after this contest concludes, and that will be next week on the road at Poto, who comes into this week ranked number 6.
And I would imagine that ranking will at least stay the same, if not go up, considering their victory against Ada on the road tonight.
Yeah. Play clock. They're able to get it off before it.
Nope.
Going to be a
Timeout.
Timeout Stilwell. And you'd hate to burn one right there because you need them if you get down to the nitty gritty. 4:45 remains in the game. Brad, as we are close to concluding our final football broadcast of 2022, we do, like you said, have basketball coming up. Girls team coming off of a state tournament appearance last year. Boys had 2 cracks at making that state tournament and coming up just short.
Yeah.
The girls returned basically everyone, all the key people. Boys return Conference Player of the Year Cody Petrie, along with Tyus Teehee,
Yep.
and some other big-time contributors like Antonio Wolf and Kalima Ramirez. You're going to see contributions from Kellen Hitcher this year as he looks to fill the void of Kyler Forkiller and Caden Lee to some extent, because those will be some major losses right there. But
Well, and
expectations are sky high for the basketball program.
Absolutely, and the girls do lose Taylor Mink, they lose Brianna Benham off the bench, but also they made that stretch run without Kaylee Benham being available. So she'll be back from injury this season as well.
Mink in the backfield takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it over. It's going to be intercepted. That will be taken back to the house. Nope, they will get him down before he gets it into the end zone. Turnover, Stilwell. Broken Bow takes over deep into Stilwell territory with about 4:30 remaining in the game. That probably does it for tonight, at least. Broken Bow probably looking to add a little insurance to this score to ensure that they get those maximum 15 points that they can get with a win in district play, because, as we said, Ada will go to a 2-loss team, but Hilldale, Poto, and Broken Bow will all still be 1 loss and tied at the top. But Brad, if you told me that Stilwell would finish at 5th in the district, as stacked as this district is back in August and September, I probably would have laughed. There's going to another touchdown by Broken Bow right there, pushes that lead out to about 23.
Yeah, and those people that wake up tomorrow morning, Tyler, and see this box score, it will not be indicative of how close this game actually was.
Stillwell had a chance to run away with this game. And I don't know if it stays where they run away with it, but they missed they missed 2 big plays when they were up 14-8. They connect on those 2 and able to get that to a 26-8 or a 30-8, somewhere in that area. You don't know. I mean, Broken Bow may just like, oh, let's call it, we'll try again next week type thing. But Stilwell had chances. Some of it was self-inflicted, some of it was assisted, but.
So that extra point for Broken Bow is good, pushes their lead up to 24 on the evening.
But when you look at we should have tried to get Coach George and Coach Cone up here tonight to kind of talk about the upcoming season. That's our fault. But we got to talk to Coach George at least a little bit a couple weeks ago, or a couple broadcasts ago, and he was excited. Especially with the fight and the galvanizing that this team had over just a tragic incident that late last spring. I think you're going to see a team that truly is a family, and they truly have each other's back, and they're playing for a purpose for sure.
Well, and he talked about the resolve this team had over the summer in the games, scrimmages they played, games they played, and their performance, and how well they came together. So he's got high expectations for his team.
Yeah. Richards catches it, is going to return it. He's get it up the middle, going to get it to about the 36, 37-yard line. One of the young players I'm looking forward to seeing what he's all about in the upcoming basketball season on the boys' side anyways is Coach George's son, Braden. I think he has a chance to be a real contributor. Talking to Coach George, he's already told, it's different for a coach's kid. You got to earn it that much more, because he doesn't want the perception of, coach's kid, he's going to get played. He's out there he wants his kid to earn it even more than what a regular player does, and I think you're going to see some fight out of Braden as a young player on that team this year. Richards with the handoff here. He's going to take it down the sidelines. He's at the 40, cuts it back, gets it down inside the 40. So Richards still giving it all he has as we move deeper into this fourth quarter. About 4 minutes remain.
Well, Tyler, you get to this point in the game when it's been this close all evening long, and then the lead has ballooned up to 24. There's still pride at stake. You still want to have some fight in you, and you still want to go down and score. So
Richards with the ball. He's going to cut it up the middle. Not much there. Good job by Broken Bow to stuff all the holes. And then, Brad, I'm also interested to see the development of the girls' team because they were so good last year, especially in that playoff run. You saw them play some excellent defense and excellent ball and able to dictate tempo and how a game was to be played. I'm excited to see the development of Snowda. I think she has a chance to have a truly special year as a junior. So he'll be interested to watch all that unfold for us.
Oh, that's got to be a horse collar there on
No,
the tackle, no?
I don't expect to see much laundry on the field the rest of the way. They might have hit their quota in the first half.
So it'll be about 3rd and 2 for the Indians. Ball on the 33-yard line.
There's going to be a handoff to Richards. He's going to be tackled in the backfield.
So I'll bring up 4th and down. 4th and be about 6 for the Indians, and I'm sure they will go for it here.
You know, Antonio Wolf and Kalima joined this team late in the season, and I think they've both done a pretty good job being contributors on this team. But the true plus is not only is their contributions on this team, football team, but them staying healthy because they are both crucial to the basketball team as well.
Absolutely. There'll be a handoff here to Ethan Richards to try to get the first down. And
will not get it.
yeah, he won't get it all. Be about 4 yards short, so it'll be a turnover on downs.
Broken Bow will take over. Well, we are getting down to the 2-minute mark in the game. Another plus I'm looking forward to basketball season, Brad, is the food.
Yeah, I know. It's funny when you grow up in school and you go to the games and you see the hospitality room. It's like
it's the
like
Holy Land.
It is the Holy Land. It's like a room that just beams. It's like gold comes out of it, and you know you want to go in there. And you know you can't because you're a student. And then
the AD's promising a steak this year.
Oh man, those are big promises for athletic director Ronnie Littlejohn to fulfill for us. But
big run here by Broken Bow. Down to the inside Indian territory, down to the 40.
They have got about 4 or 5 guys that they're 4.4 speed, I'm sure.
At least 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how far this team goes into the playoffs. I was talking to their broadcast crew next door during halftime, and he was talking about this team's biggest issue is consistency and how they can play 2 just fantastic quarters and then just lay 2 eggs in the other 2, and they allow teams to hang around, kind of like what we saw tonight. Yeah. I mean, Stilwell had their chances, and that's not going to fly once you get past that first round.
No.
And it's the biggest thing is who is 1 and who is 2 in this district, because you get to host. You don't want to be 3. And that's going to be critical as they have that game against Ada next week. That'll be just a must-win game so that they can try to secure.
I'll tell you what position you don't want to be. You don't want to be 4.
Yeah.
Because you will draw Cushing as that very first round, and they just beat number 2 Wagner 48-0 a few weeks ago.
Ooh.
So, yeah, they are the team to beat in Class 4A in my opinion. Keeper here by Brumley. Missed tackle by the Indians.
Still on his feet.
Yeah. Finally brought down there by Oren Shelley. I don't know that I'd be running my quarterback with 38 seconds left to go in a game.
Letting this clock run out. You already got your maximum 15 points.
Okay, so we're fairly certain that Broken Bow will not run another play here, as the play clock is greater than the game clock.
So that will do it for us at James Bradley Memorial Stadium. Broken Bow will end this game with outscoring the Stilwell Indians on a run of 40-8. Is that right?
Yeah.
So Stilwell up 14-6 at one point late into the first half. Broken Boats just hit their stride. Stilwell unable to capitalize on some opportunities. 24-point differential does not indicate how good of a game and close this game was up until about the 4-minute mark. Stilwell on the road next week, going to Poto for their final game of the 2022 season as they look to secure that first winning season since 2007. On our end, that'll do it for the 2022 football season for the broadcasting from us, but we will be back with you, as Brad said, on December 6th for the opening home games of the Stilwell basketball programs. Brad, any parting thoughts?
Tyler, as always, it's a pleasure. We want to thank all of you fans who have tuned in online and watched this team, listen to Tyler and I talk. We enjoy doing this, and we hope that you guys can get down to Poto and cheer on this team as they have their final game next week.
All right, good night. God bless. Have a fantastic weekend.